This is now the Bow and Blake and Friends podcast.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
And lucky for you, Pelvic, you're a friend.
Oh my god, yay. Yay.
And like that, she's on board.
Woo! I'm here. I'm here for it.
Oh man, you hate to hear it. All right, let's see if everything is going well. All right, let's see if everything is going well.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, sorry. You heard that?
Yeah.
I heard like 3 levels of reverb.
Yeah, that was my fault.
that
Okay.
was wild.
All right,
we
there
fixed
we
that.
go.
Oh yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Looks like we're live right now. We got the usual suspects in here. We got Heeson, Duo, Ace, Kogan. What up, people? Sebastian, what up? What up? What up, people? We out here. We a little bit late. Not my fault. All right.
One day you'll pronounce Coogan's name the right way.
Listen, man, I'm gonna pronounce it any way I want. All right. Nah, I'm messing around. All right. Let's get this party started. Let's start this, guys. Welcome to HPMP, the JRPG podcast, episode 61. We thank you all for being with us live. If you are here live, engage with us in the chat. Also, be sure to hit that like button if you're here live. Come on, people. The like button is just sitting there. It's lonely. If you're here, hit that like button. If you are watching this in post on YouTube, drop a comment. Of course, hit the like button as well. Now, if you can't catch us live on YouTube and you'd like to listen on your preferred platform, we are on a variety. We're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many, many more. Leave us a review as well. I heard that help, just a glowing review, All right. Oh, sorry. We try to have an episode out every other Sunday, but things happen, and that might not be the case. So it's been a while, as you guys can see. Alrighty, guys. Let's go with our intros. It's been a while, Pelvic. Why don't you introduce everybody?
Aw. Hi. I don't know if you guys remember me. It's your girl, Lady Pelvic. I've been away for a bit. I've been slacking. I have just been in a slump, but I'm trying to, recharge and get content out there. But yeah, I do a lot of JRPG reviews and top 5 videos. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much, Bow and Blake, your podcast. Thank you guys so much for welcoming me back. I really appreciate it.
Anytime.
And friends. That was pretty cool. And the friends here, they're pretty cool too. Cool.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, Q.
I'm back. We are here, of course, for the waifus, and it's good to see everyone else here as well. So we'll slowly build up the energy as we go along.
All right, and anybody else want to introduce themselves? I don't know about who these other people are, but if anybody else wants to introduce themselves.
This man just said it.
All right, I think we got a guy that goes by Sosuke. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself, man?
Absolutely. It is your boy, the Wandering Gamer, Adisu Sosuke. Glad to be back, Bow and Blake. Love y'all.
Same, bro.
Always good to be here. Can't wait to get into these topics.
All right, according to my list here, your name is Blake. Go ahead, man.
Hey, what's going on? It's me, Westtown HD, your boy Blake. Shadow did not forget to introduce me this time, unlike that one podcast. I think it's because he got it written down. Appreciate. We are here today getting into these topics, and thank you to Bao for co-hosting today's episode with me.
My pleasure.
And whoever this guy is has named himself off a Zatch Bell name. Go ahead, man.
All right. It is I, your host, Bao Zakaraga.
Oh, okay.
Welcome everyone to another episode of the HPMP podcast. We have a fun episode for you today with some surprises, so stick around. Let's get into the topic.
Oh, okay, there we go. That sounded like respect to me. Okay, that sounded good. All right. All right. So what do we want to talk about first? We want to go into what we're playing, or we just want to jump into these topics?
Yes.
What we're
Yes,
playing.
let's talk about what we're playing, because guess what I'm playing? I'm totally starting this. I'm finally playing my first ever Fire Emblem game, Blue Lions, all day, every day, bitches. And so I'm at the part, I'm playing my second playthrough with Black Eagles, and it's good. It's not bad. It's no Blue Lions, but it's fine. And I'm at the part where I have to fight my beloved, and I just kind of stopped playing because I can't bear to slit my husband's throat. So I'm just kind of I'm at a stalemate. I was like, I'll just not play, Dimitri can't die if I don't kill him.
Well,
So-
hold on. Which route did you take? Because not Blue Lions, Black Eagles is 2.
Oh, I'm on Crimson Flower. I'm on that.
Okay.
We're going in. We're in. We're in, baby. And I'm romancing, so I'm deciding if I want to date Hubert, but like Hubert and Edelgard, I'm like, oh, or do I want a spoiler character who's exclusive to the Crimson Flower route. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
I think
He's,
Fire Emblem's been out for a while now. I think we
I say you can probably spoil it. I can't think of who it is
stuff.
off the top of my head.
Okay. So it's Yuritsa. So I'm thinking if I want to fuck Yuritsa or not. So
Yuritsa's not exclusive.
yeah, he is to the Crimson Flower route. Yeah, he is.
I'm pretty sure he was just a DLC character.
Yeah,
You got him
get
free.
him.
You can get him anywhere.
No, but he's
Yuritsa's
only.
free game.
No. But he is exclusive in. You can only romance him in the Crimson Flower route.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, and they patched him in. He wasn't in there in the beginning. And then, like, Fire Emblem got such a blowback from having not a lot of male gay options that they made him a gay option. Which I'm upset, because if I would have known that, I would have been a male Byleth instead of a female one. So, whatever. So, you know, there's that, too. But point is, I'm deciding if I want to fuck Hubert or if I want to fuck Yuritsa. But there's also the other characters who aren't, like, that evil. But, like, I'm torn between either Felix, Sylvain, or Ferdinand. Those are the other characters I want to fuck. And
Ferdinand
I'm
Bonhire.
I am so shocked you're a Hubert girl. Like,
Yeah,
I would
who's
not
Hubert
expect-
again?
Are you kidding me?
Hubert
Are you kidding
Edelgard's
me?
bitch.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
She
I
likes
love-
Griffith.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
But
Yo,
But
Yo,
Hubert's just
Hubert-
creepy, though.
what? He's like dark.
Wow.
What are you talking about? He's just dark and mysterious. Like, what are you? Oh
You
man,
like
I love
this guy?
Hubert.
I can't believe
I'm
it.
dark and mysterious. Hubert
Are
is
you? Nah, dude. Oh man, I fucking love Hubert. I am here for Hubert Dick. Let's go.
Wow, oh my
No.
god.
Lord have mercy.
Let's go.
Wow, I thought you'd be a more of a what's that redhead guy again?
Sylvain.
Rain?
Yeah.
Ferdinand
No,
or
yeah,
Sylvain.
that's who
No.
I said. I said Sylvain, Ferdinand, and Felix. Those are my OT3. That's. Oh, I'd fuck Dedue also. Put Dedue in there. I do like Dedue. I'd fuck
Oh
him.
man.
And I'm not talking about the Lords either. Like, if we're talking about the Lords, obviously Dimitri's number one. So, but you know,
Jesus.
yeah. So I'm super excited. Oh man, like my review of this fucking game is gonna be bomb. It's gonna be fucking bomb. So just, I'm telling you, man.
So-
I was like writing script ideas. Oh, you fucking writing. First, it turned into like a fucking Dimitri like dick worship script, and I was like, let's tone this shit down. I was like, I gotta rework this, but oh man, it's
Lord.
great.
See, now I'm
I am-
curious to see how she plays Fates.
Oh, I'm not playing any more Fire Emblems. This is it, baby. Like,
Oh
you know,
my
we'll-
God.
we'll-
Oh,
we will see Fire Emblem
Oh
from here, like
God.
from this point on. Like Fire Emblem is not gonna be a day one buy, whatever the next Fire Emblem is. Like day one,
Really?
no. I'll wait for other. No, I'm not a strategy person. I'm not a strategy gamer.
There's no strategy in new Fire Emblem games. They're all so easy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It is
Uh,
actually pretty easy. It is pretty easy. That is true. But I don't enjoy it. Just to me, it feels like a board game. And I'm like, if I want to play a board game, I'll play a fucking board game. I don't.
Wow.
It's
I
a
don't care
board
to
game
play
with
a board
sex,
game.
though.
So you're
No,
basically
there
gonna
isn't
just
sex. What are you talking
husband.
about? Until like the
You're
very
basically just-
end.
It's
What?
just about husbandos for you, is it?
No. I actually really like the story. It has a very Game of Thrones vibe, and I love Game of Thrones.
I'm sorry. I heard nothing about husbandos as you were going on. I didn't hear nothing about the story, but
Exactly.
my
that's all I
God.
heard. I didn't know how
Oh
much
my
I would,
God,
I would
because that's
shag
the
this
most
guy.
exciting.
I would
Okay,
shag this
what
guy.
sounds more? What is more excited? What is more excited to be like, wow, the story is so intricate, blah blah blah, or like, damn, I want to suck Dimitri's dick. Which sounds more like fucking exciting for a conversation. You know?
We'll get her thoughts on the story and the review, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. You can just like listen to my review. Yeah, let's get some good shit. Like this stuff right here. I'm telling you, won't be in my review. Insane thirst for Dimitri will be like toned down in the review, maybe.
see, all I'm saying is if I was going on about the waifus and how I want Tharja to crush me with eyes or something like that, I'd be looked at crazy. I'd be like, Shadow, you got problems.
Let's start
But-
just kind of
Yeah, what?
Watch your mouth.
Blake, you
Watch
like
your
Severa.
mouth.
you.
But like you like the child that didn't get anything.
Yeah, man.
And
All
that's what I love about
relax. All right, so Pelvic, what's going on? What's going on with the gameplay though? Like you really not feeling the combat? I guess like it's
the combat it's fine. Like it's fine. I don't hate it, but I don't like man, I am so in the mood to play like another Fire Emblem. I'm like,
man.
if I could just get all the story parts of like whatever, because I hear all the other Fire Emblems are great, which I'm sure they are. You know, fantastic, whatever, all the supports. But I could just like watch them. I don't want to play any of it. That's all. I think it's kind of weird. I don't want to play it.
So it's basically like a visual novel for you.
That's
Yes.
how I feel about 13
Yeah.
Sentinels. I'm not a fan of the gameplay, but that story was incredible.
And I want to be clear, I don't hate the gameplay. I just don't care. Like, I'm not like, man, when's the next like grid-based? You know what's weird? I prefer my strategy games more like 3D isn't the word, but like think Lost Dimension or Valkyria Chronicles. It's not grid-based, you know? When I see a grid, for some reason I get strangely turned off. And I know in Fire Emblem you could like zoom in so it's not a grid, but it doesn't. It does not do the game any favors. You know, I like seeing an overview of where the enemies are, where they're going to target. You know, I think you get more information when you play it. You know, kind of bird's eye view, and you see the whole board. You know, the whole board essentially. So
Now I'm curious to hear your thoughts on Final Fantasy Tactics, because
That's what I was.
obviously that's the same type
No,
of
but
game, but actually
but-
challenging.
I think she
that's
play
what
that.
kills me though. No, but like, cause I was gonna play it, but like every time I look at it, I get turned off because of the gameplay. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh my god. Cause I hear the story is phenomenal. Delita's this like fucking A tier or S tier character, blah blah blah, and I'm sure he is. You know, but I just the gameplay. Ugh, God, it does not excite me in the slightest. So, and you know what the worst part is too? I did not realize like Fire Emblem, like I guess like the charm of Fire Emblem is like the supports. My entire Blue Lions route, I did not do any single support.
I read
I
that
didn't
tweet and got
know.
hurt.
I didn't know. I thought the only supports
Oh
were through
my
like
God.
Byleth and characters. I want to be very clear on that. Like all the characters love Byleth. Like all of that was fine. I just didn't know like Ash and Ingrid or you know Felix and Sylvain. Like I didn't know they had.
But
like,
how?
support.
You have like exclamation points or whatever popping up telling you you
Okay,
have
so I
supports.
clicked it. No, I clicked it, and then the thing is like you know how they have that blue little tag, that blue little like dot
Right.
tag. I didn't click it. I was just like, oh, I was like, where are all these supports at? Like, where do I find them? And I just never clicked it. Like, I went in
Oh
there, I
my
saw everybody had supports, but I never clicked Felix, or I never just clicked any character. So I was like, okay, this is weird. So I just continued the game without the supports. And
Jesus
so
Christ, lady.
I spent like last week looking up all the Blue Lion supports and just like rewatch. Like I didn't know, like with Flame, you know, like you completely missed that Dimitri never had a sense of taste his entire life, or not his entire, but you know, like a giant chunk of his life. And I'm like, oh shit, like you just missed so much like good shit. And I'm like, what the fuck, you know? So, and I didn't even know like characters get married to each other. So like, oh my god, I don't know if I like Sylvain. Like, I don't know if I like Sylvain and Dorothea or if I like Dorothea and Ferdinand. I'm like, God, they're so cute.
So now you
They're
know
so
that
cute.
their supports affect their like ending, right? Like the little blurb
Yeah.
you get.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I had no idea. So, and you know what's really impressive about this game too is the voice acting. I am so shocked. I did not know until Leonardo, which is like one of the first kind of quote unquote bosses that you fight with like Ash's stepdad, that there's like secret dialogue. So if I was too much of a chicken shit. I wasn't gonna make Ash kill his own stepdad. I was like, I refuse. So I made Dimitri kill him because I just make Dimitri kill everyone. But like once I figured out there was like secret dialogue, are you kidding me? Oh man, I was like, you're gonna kill this person. I was like, like every time Edelgard was on the scene, I was like, Dimitri, get her, get that ass. Oh man, I was.
Plan the murder.
It was. Oh man, it was fun. Dimitri's route was a good ass route, so it was good. It was good. So that's what I experienced with Fire Emblem, and I'm just begrudgingly playing Black Eagles, and then I actually do plan on playing Golden Deer. And
Yes,
everybody's gonna live. Everybody's gonna live. It's gonna be the power of friendship route. Recruiting everybody, baby. Everybody's gonna live. So that's what I said. That's what I said. We're not gonna spoil it for me. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm recruiting everybody. Everything's gonna go great. Nothing's gonna go wrong. I have so many questions. Oh, this is another okay. So one thing I like about the story a lot, though, real quick, is because let me tell you, I hated Rhea from day one. Day one. Once I saw Rhea, I was like, fuck her. Oh man, fuck Rhea all day, dude.
A lot of people want to.
Fuck that. No.
No need to call me out like that.
Nah, fuck Rhea. So it was like I'm frustrated because there's so much. I want to know why she calls like the Sword Mother, for example. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because clearly that's Rhea in the beginning, and she's like you know, she's
Right.
fighting Nemesis, and I have so many questions. And in the Black Eagle route, they were saying like, yeah, we have to kill her and her family, or so. I was like, oh, so we are new. You know, I just don't know like what the relation is between her and Gerald. Like, I don't know if they fucked or if like what she what I have no heartbeat. Like, what the fuck's like I have so many questions. So I hear that Golden Deer is a lot of world building, and I'll have like, so I'm excited. So I'm so excited. There's like a lot of questions. Like, we don't know what happened in Xanadu. We don't know why the ruins had different markings. Like, we don't know why Byleth like fainted. There's a part where like Byleth faints, like when like the students were getting essentially turned into there's so much fucking going on. I'm just like,
question,
I have
Pelvic.
questions.
Are you
Yeah.
going to be playing the DLC, the Ashen Wolves?
No, you could spoil that for me. I don't care.
Damn.
I'm not
She's
playing
like, I'm done. She's like,
I
I'm
didn't
not
say-
playing anything.
I
That
didn't
feels
play
like
it.
actually challenging.
I didn't play it. All I know is that you get to actually see Byleth's mom in it, and you get some more characters you can sit there.
Do you?
Fawn
I got
over.
halfway through it, but
You do.
I was getting PTSD flashbacks to Radiant Dawn. Because
Yes,
those
you
levels
did
are
see them.
long and they're hard.
That's what I heard. I heard it's just harder levels. Like, the story is fine. Ooh, excuse me. The story is fine, but like it still doesn't justify how ridiculous like the levels are. They're just
I mean,
super.
it justifies it in the sense you get to take those units into any campaign, and they make those campaigns even easier.
And most of those characters are hot, so...
Yeah, he's
Oh,
right.
Yuri. What are you talking about?
That's Axe
I don't
Shadow.
want Yuri. I
Just
don't
a-
want
They're
Yuri.
all
Sorry.
perfect.
Who's
You know, it's
okay,
funny,
name another
Q didn't
hot
know about
character.
that.
Name another hot character besides Yuri. Yuri's the only one I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, Shadow. Remember Yuri? Remember Yuri? Shadow?
Your favorite character, Shadow.
I had to,
No
I had
comment?
I had to tell Q about that because Q didn't know.
No
that
comment.
shit is
Listen,
hilarious.
Q, I don't know what they're talking about, Q. Don't listen to them. No, I
I
don't know
think
what
I
they're
still
talking
have
about.
that sweet bookmark.
Listen, man. Listen, they wildin'. They got problems. They didn't have no water today. Don't listen to them.
Dog, that shit was funny as fuck, and you know it. Like, you know, if this happened to one of your boys, you wouldn't let it go either. So I don't even care. That shit
you know,
was
I'll be
hilarious.
honest. The first time when Blake told me and I saw the character, I was like, you know what? I'd probably get caught too, you know.
Listen,
Oh,
nobody was caught. All right, I don't know what
No,
happened. I
you
don't know
were
what's
caught,
going on.
baby.
All
You were
right,
caught.
nobody was caught. All right, we just shooting the shit. That's all. You know, some things were said, and you know, I didn't have that information, so you know, I just might have just said some things that I didn't mean. That's all. You know?
Yeah, you were caught, homie. You were caught. But
So wait, Pelvic, what made you decide to play this Fire Emblem? Why didn't you go to Fates? Why didn't you go to Awakening? Why didn't you go to Echoes?
oh, because my best friend bought this for me.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, best friend, thank you.
So if I buy
My
you
best
Fire
friend.
Emblem 7, you're gonna play it.
You're
Don't
not my
play.
best friend.
Val, you're not buying. First of all, you're not
You're my best
actually
friend.
buying her a copy.
The
of that.
burn.
So
It's
you're not my
breaking
best
my
friend.
heart.
Yeah, well, you break my heart every time you do near slander. So whatever.
All right.
Okay, so I just took up so much time. I'm so sorry. I was just so excited to tell everybody about my experience because everybody's been like waiting, like, what do you think? It's your first Fire Emblem, blah blah blah. So, you know,
As long as you were having fun.
I am. Very much.
Man, you know, I wish I could be that enthusiastic about a game I'm playing. I'm currently in between games myself. I don't have anything that I really feel passionate about playing. I thought I was going to play Bravely Default 2, but as I kept looking at it, I'm like, I'm going to skip every single cutscene in this game. I do not care about the story. I don't care about the story because I played the demo. I don't care about the story. I don't even care about the characters. Every time Elvis talks, I want to punch him in his face. And I'm like, I don't know if I can justify spending the $60 to play this game right now. And like, the combat is good. The switching up the classes seems pretty cool, but it's just...
What you got against the Irish?
I ain't got nothing to get. I don't know.
He's Scottish. Oh my God, he's
Same
Scottish.
thing. Anyways,
Oh
moving
my
on.
God.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my
You
Lord.
can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say Scottish and Irish are the same. That's
Oh
not
my
I
right.
God,
can't.
don't
Are they
believe
from
you.
the UK?
No,
Oh my
no,
God.
no, they're not.
That's
They're
like
not.
saying-
Here's the thing.
That's-
The first,
Oh my God. Oh
I
my
have
God.
some-
That.
I have
I
some
cannot
friends
believe you.
from Ireland, and the first time I remember when we first met, and I told them, you know, we have a friend, a mutual friend from the UK, and I was like, oh, you guys all sound the same to me, and they were like, ah, no, you didn't just say that, because there's bad blood between the two countries. Actually.
Yes.
Is that my
Yeah.
problem?
Oh my Lord.
Well,
You need to
listen,
learn your
we're also
geography,
talking
man. Learn the
about
world.
we're also talking about the voice and the portrayal in a fictional setting. So For all we know.
No, but the voice is like the guy's actually Scottish. Like the man who plays Elvis is actually like from. Oh my lord, the disrespect.
Are we
Okay.
sure he isn't from
Horrible.
Ireland?
That's
Oh.
either way.
Anyways, go
Lord.
on, Shadow. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, sorry. Go on.
Damn.
So yeah, I was gonna play that, and then I actually sailed the high sea, and I started playing Brave the Second. And I think I got like 7 hours into it. And I'm like, am I really playing this game with Bravely Default too? Like, what am I doing? I don't know, but I think I found Bravely Second a little bit more entertaining than Bravely Default. I like the characters, even though what's his name, the main character seems like a little bitch. But
Oh yeah, you is a little bitch. And
Yeah.
He's like a soft boy. So.
yeah, but I didn't hate him for some reason. I don't know. I
Yeah.
found the For the Gravy stuff to be a little bit likable. I don't know why.
Coop the gravy.
Yeah, and I thought I was gonna get Poison Control and play that one, but then I realized near whatever it's called, I forget.
Replicant.
I was gonna say Reincarnation. Why the hell was I gonna say that? I realized that was gonna come out Friday, and I'm like, I'm not gonna have two big games I'm playing at the same time. And I'm not gonna rush through Poison Control, so I think I'm just gonna prioritize Nier because everybody since like 10 years ago have been telling me the original Nier is a godsend of a game and that this one is going to be even better. So I'm like, all right, let me chill for another week and I'll play this game when it comes out. So really, I haven't played anything. My mobile games, Disgaea RPG had just dropped like the other day. I was playing that for a little bit and it's just like Disgaea. And it reminds me of everything I love about this guy, especially the grinding and whatnot, but it's done in a mobile game type of deal, so it's like you don't have many freedoms as you would just playing a normal game. So I feel like I'm just going to wait for Disgaea 6 to come out in June. I think it's June. I'm pretty sure it's June. And play that one. But, yeah, that's it for me. I've been in a dry spell as of late. I hope this Nier game, Pelvic, is as good as you and... Who's the other person that, like, loves Nier so much? Shentai. Yeah, Shent. Yeah.
Daniel?
Nah, his name is Shentai.
Pete. Oh yeah, Daniel. No, it's a beautiful game. Oh, it's so good. Well, by beautiful, I just like the story is just so good, and the characters are like Kaine is my favorite character.
But she has a dick.
You don't like?
So
Does she?
Oh my god!
You can't wipe
Oh
her.
my
That's the point.
god! That's not even that's like a spoiler. Oh god, you suck.
She what?
Is that that's not really a
You
spoiler.
know what?
How long the game
Yes,
been out?
it is.
How long the game been out?
Alright.
That is a spoiler.
By Shadow saying that
Yeah.
he saved so many husbandos out there who would have probably waifued her and then, you know, probably
Y'all
just
are
got bad about it.
horrible.
Listen, man. All I'm saying
Oh
is
my god.
You're doing
Yoko
a lot
Taro.
for Shadow.
Yoko Taro
You
is
didn't
weird.
look
All right, that's all I'm saying.
Oh
man.
my god, no, hold up.
Kaine's a better character than 2B.
Yoko Taro is brilliant, okay? We're not gonna have
Is
any
he,
Yoko Taro.
Is
He's, I swear. to
Just
God.
like Yoshiki
You don't
Taro.
even,
I'm
Val, you
just
don't even know the difference
expressing
between
my
Scotland and
genuine
Ireland.
opinion.
Like,
Just
back
say
off,
that.
back off.
What does that
back
have
off,
to do
okay?
with the current conversation?
Oh my god. No, it was so good because Yoko Taro brings together these like really weird characters, like in like majority of his games. You know, I haven't played like Drakengard 1, but I could tell you what's in Drakengard 1, okay? And like, I don't know, I like that he has inclusivity, but in like first of all, he had inclusivity down before it became like a thing where everyone's like on like their woke shit and blah 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 blah. Okay? And he does it in a way where it's not like forced down. You know, some people are like, look, the character's gay. And that's like their quote unquote personality.
I feel like
that's not
a
it at
character
all.
with a dick is being forced down my throat, and I don't like it.
No,
I
oh
don't.
my lord.
I don't consent to this.
Oh my lord.
Want to know what my
Shadow.
general issue with Yoko Taro's writing is like when I play Yoko Taro games, like it feels like the writer is an edgy teenager, like projecting what they think is deep and cool. Like that's the impression I get from his games when I play them.
Oh my
like,
god.
There's just not good to me. Like it's literally not.
Oh, man.
Like Drakengard, Nier.
I'm not saying
I tried
Drakengard
them.
is a good game. Okay, with gameplay like Drake, I couldn't play Drakengard 1. I will never fall. But like the story is so weird. Like it's so weird that you
Yeah,
can't
but that's
even-
not inherently
even
good
Drakengard-
though.
That isn't inherently good, and I understand like your tastes are lacking, so fair enough. But like to a lot of people, it's really interesting. And it is kind of, and when you deep dive into these characters, and you're like, oh, like something that they say that in the beginning and how they turn, or you suck. That's all I gotta say. Like it's just, they have like explanations of like
Not
why
allowed to
they're
have
like
an
this.
opinion.
No opinions allowed. Oh god, no. But it's just I don't know. I really enjoy Yoko Taro's writing. Or like I thought, like for example, Drakengard 1. I thought it was so interesting to see that one of the characters. I think her family was like killed by the armies or some shit like that, and so her like she obviously has like a broken mind. She saw her family get killed in front of her, and she was like, oh my god, I have to protect the children. So the best way to protect kids is to keep them inside me. So she's a cannibal. She's a cannibal, and she eats kids, but like in her mind, she's like protecting them. I was like, oh man, it's so fucking. And the thing is, when
you see characters like that in fiction all the time. I don't see what the big deal is.
What picture are you reading? Where? What picture are you reading that it's not a hentai, or where it's not like stupid like some fucking crazy what do you call it? I don't know, those crazy fucking mangas that you and I tend to dabble in. Like where it's not supposed to be like that. I don't know. I think Yoko Taro. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's a pedophile. One of the characters is a fucking pedophile. I was like, oh my god.
Okay, all right.
Blake, about that.
This super chat hitting kind of different. It says,
I'm gonna get us demonetized. I gotta stop.
It says penis smirk. I do like the penis and smirk. Okay, as you were saying, pelvic.
Okay, so that was so much better than what I was saying. But yeah, like I was just like, holy shit. I don't know. I think Yoko Taro takes these crazy fucking people and just when he writes them into his work,
and gives them value.
This shit.
It gives them dicks, apparently, but okay.
Oh my god, you're so obsessed with this.
Shadow,
there's more to people than their genitalia, Shadow.
Listen,
Shadow, you can't complain about that if you pick a male character in any game you play.
You are so obsessed with fucking the dick. What are you? Oh my god! Holy shit! For a straight man, you're very obsessed with dick. What's going on? What's going on?
Wow!
Let's talk about it.
I don't like dicks on chicks. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Oh my lord.
I can admit that she has a good character design, but the fact that she has dick is just like I can't get behind.
Oh my
god.
There's so much more to her though. Okay. But like
yeah, it's two balls.
Overlooking that for a second. Overlooking that.
This conversation.
Overlooking that, you would just like not even look at her character like why she is the way she is.
No, I'm gonna be curious about that when I play the game. But as of right now, she's just a random.
You gotta fuck her. Oh my lord.
I'm thinking.
I'm eating my fucking cake. I'm eating my cake in a jar.
In defense of Shadow, I think the perspective he's taken is basically would he waifu or not waifu her, right? And at the end of the day,
about that.
He's not about the waifu for her, but basically it's like I'm sure he'll play the game and probably think, oh, this is an interesting character. But I will not have any passionate interest in her because she's got a schlong,
Dog, you give his Shadow way too much credit. I'm gonna be real with you. Give it to your Shadow. You're making Shadow sound so refined. It's sort of like very polite. Like
pinky up.
She's a very pinky up. Very like she makes a very interesting character. Like the way she's written and the foreshadowing the game does for blah blah blah. Oh yeah, it's very refined. Very delicious. But alas, she has a penis, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like I'm just like, oh my lord. That's how you make him sound. He is just not that elegant, my dude. He is just not that elegant. So, I mean, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being a.
Yo, why isn't my lie detector going off? God damn it.
Exactly. No lie, goddamn it.
Someone should print a T-shirt that just says, "But alas, he has a penis."
Like. It's just like, see, I agree. So the bodily trait destroys a character's overall appeal. See, I don't know. Like, I just,
hey,
you get, like, okay, Shadow. You can look at, can you not look at a dude and be like, oh yeah, he looks sharp. I'm not saying you're trying to say his dick.
Yeah. Cock.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You'd be like, oh yeah, you know what, kind of does look attractive, but I get it. Genitalia preference, no problem. I'm not gonna fight you on that. But I just like, I just feel like you're putting so much, you are putting all of her character on her dick, and I'm like.
That is a phrase I've never heard.
Overall, the conversation really boils down to Shadow isn't into guys.
Pretty much.
It's intersex. They're intersex. Oh my lord. Get off.
I'm sorry.
All
right.
Yo, Q, what you been playing recently?
I know, let's get back on track here. We're talking about dicks left and right, man. We gotta get back on track here. Q, what are you playing? Is it right? Wait, is it Riser 2? That's all I want to hear.
You actually know what I've been playing. You
Man.
do know what I've been
so
playing.
it's not Ryza 2. Listen, Pelvic, you haven't been here for the last couple of podcasts, but this man Q goes crazy about Ryza. He loves Ryza, loves her completely, thighs and all. But for some reason, he can't play her sequel game.
He's like a Persona fan.
I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, go ahead, Q. So, tell us that you're not playing Ryza 2.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait.
I think let's do super chat.
Super chat.
Hold up. Duo says, I can openly admit when a man is attractive. Exactly. Walk up to the gym, bro. You sit beside someone, or even like when you're at the urinal and you're like both pissed, and you look over and say, "Hey, dude, nice."
Okay, well, I didn't say-
What?
No.
You've never done that? You've never looked at someone and gone, "Nice cock"? No.
I
Blake,
didn't know men went to the gym
Blake-
other than me. I thought I was
Blake-
the only man in the gym when I went to the gym. Apparently
Blake,
not.
I think you
Oh, man.
think you've been looking at too many Twitter memes.
So go
I've got
ahead.
very selective. I've got very selective vision in the gym. I don't see other guys. So, but that being said, you see the thing is like, you know when you have like wine, right? I've said this before. I'm a connoisseur of wine. I like a good glass of wine, and so forth. And sometimes you just want to savor it. So with Ryza, I want to savor her for the long haul. There's another super chat, by the way.
Another? Oh, shoot. Yo, Sebastian throwing down. He says, a true man is never afraid of another one. Exactly. Just like...
She's not a man, though.
It's not about fear.
I mean, she's got...
Like,
Here's the thing, right?
She's
I
got
think-
boobs and tits.
I
Okay.
think people are
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
there's
ahead,
a mix
Q,
up
go
between
ahead.
apathy and disgust or dislike. I think basically it's just apathy. You know, you're just not interested. Not interested doesn't mean you have any fear or you're against. It just means you're just not interested. And being uninterested is not a bad thing. That being said, as I am uninterested in, I don't know, what am I uninterested in?
Playing Ryza 2?
But that being said, and I mean that but with two T's. I have been playing Poison Control. And Poison Control it's got some thickness, you know, it's got some cheeks. And I do like Poison Control so far. It's actually pretty good. The first thing I noticed in Poison Control, and I hope most of you who inevitably play it will notice, is as soon as the enemies come at you, you realize, holy crap, these enemies are super thick. And then after you've realized that, you know it's a good game from there. So far it's been good. I've appreciated Poison Control. The gameplay is actually pretty solid. I find the camera, the y-axis is a bit weird. I think it feels a bit too quick. I don't know. But other than that, it's actually pretty good. I actually do like Poison Control so far, just for now. I feel like I'm losing my voice though. I'm not sure why. But I'm not saying it's something that maybe everyone is going to pick up immediately. I do think it's a game that is, so far from my experience with it, it's maybe not $60. It seems like
It's not. It's
short,
it's not. It's $40.
Sorry?
The game is $40.
I didn't hear that. Shadow, can you hear me?
The game is 40. It's not 60.
hello, Q.
Is my internet cutting out?
I think he can't hear us.
Can you guys hear
Damn,
me?
Blake's
Yeah,
internet
I
is
can
bugging
hear
out
you.
too.
Everyone sounds robotic to
I
me.
just can't hear Q.
I can hear Q. Q's fun.
No, I mean, sorry, I can hear him. He can't hear us. Sorry.
Q, can you hear me?
Can anyone hear me?
Nope, we can't hear
Yeah, I
you.
hear you. Yeah, we can all
now,
hear you.
Now I can hear you. Okay. I thought I was having internet issues.
Looks like Q's having some issues. I know.
Let me leave the call and come back in.
Yeah. With that being said, Blake, are you back with us? What's going on here?
I am. See, Q was lagging, and by proxy, I thought that was me. So I went to go see if my connection was fine.
Oh, okay.
And I'm fine. I think I'm fine.
All right. So until Q gets back, what are you playing?
Currently, right this second on the podcast, I am playing Monster Hunter Rise. Crazy, right? I can't put this game down. I'm building new armor sets, making new weapons, trying new builds. It's crazy. But what I'm actually playing outside of that, I'm almost done Cold Steel 3. I'm going to see if I can finish it before Pokemon Snap comes out on April 30th. So that gives me about just over 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. So I'm going to see if I can finish it within that time frame. Really liking it. It's really, 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 really good so far. I'm curious how it's going to end because apparently the ending for it is a bigger cliffhanger than Cold Steel 1's ending, which is going to boggle my mind.
It is.
So looking forward to that. And I've also been playing through Final Fantasy VII, the original, over on our Twitch page every Friday. And I am actually where we just got out of Midgar, and I'm like doing some of the stuff outside of there. We just got Yuffie, and for some reason, I don't know if something just clicked, but I am like hooked on this game now. Like there's just something about it. Yuffie immediately replaced Aerith. Just gonna throw that out there. Because Yuffie's not on borrowed time. But I'm planning to do as much as I can with that game, so I'm gonna see if I can. I'm not gonna do like the super bot, like the huge amount of like side quests you gotta do for the super bosses. I heard that's very tedious. I'm probably not gonna do that. But I at least want to get Vincent as well. So I've been playing that, and if all goes well, and there's a chance I might win a copy of Nier through my workplace on Friday, and if I do, I'll stream it. If not, I'll write that series off because I'm just really not interested in paying for it. But yeah, we might stream Replicant.
Okay, all right. Glad to see you're enjoying Final Fantasy VII.
It is really, really good. It's my first Final Fantasy, so I wasn't sure what to expect from it. It's weird.
Wait, that's your first Final Fantasy ever?
I played 14 and a little bit of 13, and like I dabbled in 10. 7 is the first one that I intend to fully complete.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I just didn't really grow up with it as a kid.
I am shooketh. Okay.
Bob, what you playing, man?
I'm also in a state of juggling a few games right now while I wait for the next big release, which is new Pokemon Snap, which I'm so excited for. But main thing number one, I'm still playing Monster Hunter. Have not gotten tired of the game yet. It's freaking phenomenal. I can't wait for the new content dropping by the end of this month. Second thing I'm playing, here and there, I'm playing Super Robot Wars Z on the PS2. But the third big thing, yeah, I have. Third big thing, so people have been hyping it up, so I finally decided, you know what, let's see what the hype is about, and I've tried Saga Frontier Remastered. I've played a Saga game before, but like that was so long ago, I remember nothing of it, so this is essentially my first Saga game. And honestly, I see the appeal, but it has a couple, not even issues, but there's a couple things about it that are big no-nos for me as an RPG player that I just cannot stand. So I'm not sure like how much more I'll play of it. And to be more specific, two things I don't really like in RPGs. One is when the story is when the story is bare bones, but when the story is interesting and bare bones, that irks me. Because like it's good setup, it just kind of throws you into the deep end. And then it's like, oh, fill in the gaps until the next little piece of story. And this one thing kind of correlating to that, this is one of those games where a lot of times you just have no idea what to do or to go. And that's just the thing I hate. Because it's one thing when you have like a hint, like, oh, we have to do this, so maybe I have to go here. But in this game, it's like you do something and that's it. You just got to find somewhere else in the world that is meant for you to do so you can figure out where the heck to go. And this is also one of those games where it's a lot of player freedom with that. So there's tons of optional recruitable characters you may not know about, side quests you can do that you just have no idea how to progress them, stuff like that. But besides that, I do see the appeal, and I like the fact that it's kind of like Final Fantasy II in the way you level, well, not even level up, but the stats system. Where like if you take damage, or HP might go up after battle, etc. A lot of people didn't like that about Final Fantasy II, but I'm the minority that did, so that's a big plus for me. So overall, I see the appeal of Saga, but I don't know if it's like a series I could play religiously like a lot of people.
Okay, alright. So, I kind of noticed you're juggling a lot of games, but
Indeed.
Persona 5 Strikers isn't part of that.
Oh!
Well,
Yeah.
Dang!
So, what's going on there, sir? Huh?
Sorry, you were cutting out, Shadow. Say again.
I said, you know what? Fuck you. Well, we gonna get back to you on that one, all right? All right, we're gonna get back to you on that one, all right? Fix your mic issues, all right? So, Sosuke, what you playing?
Recently, I've just kind of been replaying Legend of Zelda Minish Cap on stream, and I've been loving going
Woo!
back to that game.
Woo!
I
Love to hear it.
really hope it gets that treatment that A Link's Awakening did on Switch. Like, I hope more people get to play that, because it's just, out of all the handheld Zelda games I played, it truly is just a complete package. It feels like they were able to condense everything that makes a console Zelda game good onto a GBA. All the music is good, the sprite quality is incredible, the dungeon layouts still feel like I know what I'm doing, but recently I just beat the Fortress of Wind, so the next thing I have to do is the Droplet Temple, and there goes the rest of my memories, because I could not stand getting there, and I think getting there is what made me forget the rest of the dungeon as a whole, so it's going to be like experiencing it all over again. And I've also been just grinding it out in Gundam, getting better. Me and my friends played from like 1 a.m. this morning to like 6 this morning. It was an experience being almost dead tired and playing Gundam. We're probably going to end up doing that again sometime. Probably this week or next. But other than that, that's all I've been really playing.
Okay, all right. Q, can you hear us or?
I can hear again. I don't know what happened. I had to restart my PC.
Alright,
Everything just started sounding like robots to me. Back to what I was saying though. I think with Poison Control, I think it's not going to be a very long game because of the fact that and I may be wrong. Who knows? Maybe they have a surprise down the line or something like that. The game is small. It's like 2 gigs on the Switch. So initially when I started installing it, I was like, this is really small. Like, this can't be a lot of data because there's voice acting in there. And then once it's installed and everything, I started playing it. You have 5 of these stickers to collect to sort of like get your wish at the end of the game. And I've already got 2 stickers, and it didn't take me that long. I was on a stream, and within the stream, which I streamed for like about 2 hours, I was able to get 2 stickers. And that was what, despite the fact that I'm not like rushing to get them, I'm just mucking about basically. And so I think if I actually sit down with a day, I think I'll be done with this game already. And so to that extent, if it really is as short as I think it is, I wouldn't call it $60 worth a game. But if it isn't, and it happens to be, I guess a bit more, and yeah, I would actually say fine, because the gameplay is fun. Character design is amazing. I like the character design. I think it's very good. And I think other than that, and the voice acting is great. It's Japanese, so it sounds pretty good in Japanese, and the characters look nice, and yeah, it's Poison Control. So who knows? I think maybe they should put it at $30. $29.99 would be perfect.
Well, the game, if you hear me, the game is $40, brand new.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So
they know it's not good.
Yeah, exactly. They know it's something's wrong there, and even howlongtobeat.com doesn't even have any information on it just yet. So it's probably a short game.
When I'm finished, I'll mention it, because I'm definitely gonna finish it. I was supposed to finish it this weekend, but my Switch was under my bed all weekend, and I haven't slept in my bed for the entire weekend. So.
Oh yeah, that's another thing about it. How's the game run?
It runs nice. It runs pretty smooth.
No frame rate dips. No nothing like that.
Not that I noticed. None that I noticed. I think it held up pretty stably. I do have a stream that's up of me playing it, so. Granted, my eyes are probably messed up from the fact that there are really nice waifus in the game, so I probably don't even notice frame rate. But that being said, it seemed pretty stable. Shadow, you have to understand, these waifus.
You're talking to Shadow.
They were proper thick. Like,
listen, man. Listen, man. I understand. Believe me, it's me. I understand what you're saying. But frame rate trumps any of that stuff, okay?
Some of them don't even have faces, Shadow. Like, they just have, like, a mask in front of nothing. But then their thighs are super thick. And at that point in time, you're just like, okay, they've got thick thighs.
What? Oh, my God. All right.
Wait, wasn't Deadly Premonition like that? Like, the models were super jank, but the frame rate was still horrible?
Yeah.
Because it was a feature?
You know what? I think that's how the enemy design is supposed to be. These faceless sort of people, and somehow they can steal your body and get like a body, and then they get like a whole face and everything like that. That's the whole premise of it, at least so far from what I've gotten. So
a good frame rate. Prioritize all the waifu nonsense. All right, I need a good frame rate. The frame rate sucks. Throw the whole game away. All right.
So you're telling me you've never played a game that had a terrible frame rate?
Oh
that
yeah,
you
yeah,
still
like
enjoy?
Shadow back in the day, like back on the PS1, PS2, PS3 days. Yeah, that idiot Shadow back then, he could stomach 25 frames a second, 20 frames per second. But Shadow now, nah, he don't take nothing less than 60 frames. All right,
Nothing less than 60.
nothing less
This
than.
man doesn't watch
Alright.
porn unless it's 60 frames.
Listen, man, it's gotta be in 60. Everything's gotta.
That's
I
why
don't
he
wanna
can't
see
play
that.
Monster Hunter Rise.
So if I drop a review
that's
on YouTube,
seriously.
right?
Hmm?
If I drop a review on YouTube, right, and my review is 30 frames per second, you're like, I'm not watching.
He ain't
that
watching it.
Bro, I not only am I not watching, I'm hitting the dislike button and I'm reporting your video.
Whoa!
All right?
Oh my
Whoa.
god.
All right?
Shadow coming
Don't-
for your throat.
Yeah,
Alright.
holy shit.
I'm gonna report right to YouTube, and you're gonna see a tweet on Twitter that I'm reporting it to YouTube. All right, man, don't disrespect my eyes like that. All right, come on now.
Holy shit.
Oh no.
Shadow's really that guy.
Terrible.
Man's like the Disney of 60 FPS. If it don't run in 60 FPS, you ain't worth the time.
Shadow, do you ever want to talk about this amazing game called Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity?
Yo,
Stop.
yo, moving on. let's talk about real quick. Neo: The World Ends with You. I think it just got a release date. It's coming out in I think July.
Yep, July.
July 27th. Worldwide. Holy shit, I didn't even realize that. Worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
It's coming out on PS4 and Switch, so I'm getting the PS4 version for sure. So what are our expectations for this one?
I am very high for this. The first game was
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
Yep.
Music phenomenal. One of my favorite games to actually play ever. Like just genuine fun. It's like, you know, in RPGs, sometimes you just want to avoid random battles to get to wherever you have to go, see the story. I actively got into battles in that game. It's kind of unheard of for me a lot of times just because it was so much freaking fun. I am so hyped for this.
This game has got to live up to it, just like Kingdom Hearts 3 had to live up to its expectations, which it didn't. Completely dashed my expectations entirely.
I wouldn't compare those two.
If I may interject on that, the difference between this and Kingdom Hearts 3 is we weren't promised a World Ends With You 2 back
True.
then.
That's
we
true.
weren't told we were getting one. With Kingdom Hearts 3, we knew we were getting one just because they kept releasing all this side content, they kept building up. And then when 3 came out, kind of fell flat on its face.
Actually, I don't know about that much because I remember whenever like World Ends With You news would come up, like it's getting ported to another platform or something like that. I remember when it first got ported to like mobile games or something like that, and there was like a special ending, and people were hinting that's the next World Ends With You game. And that was a while ago. That was like in 2012 or something like that.
Okay, that is true. But
That's
that
true,
was
but we
never
didn't get
promised to
shown.
be a sequel. It's just a picture of that girl.
I don't know. That was promised to be like another game in the series or something like that.
That's not a problem.
That was never promised.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
That's
if you want to
definitely
go back to Kingdom Hearts 3 for a second, the hidden secret ending to Kingdom Hearts 3 had a World End With You area in it. So I mean,
Ew.
Blake,
Ew.
Shibuya is a real place in the real world.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that was in a reference.
pretty sure
to,
that was the same
The World
Shibuya,
Ends
though,
With
like
You.
the same because every Shibuya is always different.
The one in the World Ends With You has 106 as the building. The one in the secret ending had 104 as the building. 2 different places.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
If that's the
that.
case,
Oh.
okay, then it might not be the World Ends With You. Okay. Could it be Persona?
I will.
Oh my lord.
We will fight.
Ugh.
So yeah, this game for me has got a lot to live up to. I'm pretty I'm keeping my hype in check because one of the things this game definitely has to get right is the music. If there's anything I remember about The World Ends With You, it's the music. The music is just masterpiece level, legendary, nostalgic at this point. It's amazing. So this game has got to live up to it in that area, which again Kingdom Hearts didn't live up to, but I'll leave that for another time. So yeah, Pelvic, what are you thinking of this game? You think it's gonna be every bit as good as the trailers looked it to be, or?
Like I'm excited, but I feel like I am reasonably, like I'm reasonably hyped. Like don't get me wrong, the look of the game looks great. The music, the gameplay looks super fun. I'm just curious about the story. If it's good, great. But I feel lately I've always been kind of nervous about sequels, you know? I don't know, because I thought the first story ended really nicely. You know, it was cool. But yeah, so I am excited. I don't know if it like it's like I don't know if it's a day one buy for me, only because I already have, you know.
It's so much.
Yeah, so it's definitely nothing on the game. Like the game looks great. I am excited for the game. I love the art design, you know, or I love the character design. Love the art, obviously Tetsuya Nomura, you know. I think the characters look really interesting and fun. I'm so happy that Minamoto is back. That's what really matters, really. But it's just there's just so many games. You know, I feel what sucks is I just feel like because I feel so like pressured by how many games are out and how many games I need to catch up on. To me, I see like, oh man, more work, which is kind of shitty. That's not the game's fault. That's a me thing. But, you know, so will I play this day one? I want to, but we'll cross that bridge, you know? Point is, I'm definitely, you know, it definitely looks good though. It's nothing on the game. I think the game looks phenomenal. I have reasonable expectations and, you know, yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting that you said that, Pelvin, because for me personally, this is like one of those games that takes priority. As soon as it drops, I'm dropping everything else that I'm playing, that I might be playing, and I'm going to play this game. Completely. This is definitely a day one for me.
Yeah. I mean, it looks great, like, as it should be, you know? As it absolutely should be. I'm not sure, you know what? I'm actually watching, like, the trailer that you put up. I don't know if I'm crazy about the interface. I gotta say, I don't know, the interface didn't really just look good to me just now. I was like, huh. It looks serviceable, but I feel like for such like a flashy looking game, it could have looked better.
Or life to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I look at interface and I just think Persona 5, and like Persona 5 is like peak to me, you know. I hate to say it, but I look at Persona 5 and I'm like, Persona 5 was just oozing with fucking, you know.
It set a standard for style.
Yeah, it really did.
Okay,
oozing with style. So like, don't get me wrong. It just looks a little bland considering like what the rest of the game. I mean, look at the comic book style. Look at the backgrounds. You know, sometimes the backgrounds are like purple. They have like paint splatter in the back, kind of giving that like urban, you know, like kind of, you know, urban vibe, right? And even like a Jet Set Radio kind of, you know, it's in the city, right? So city life. And I do think the translation to 2D to 3D was great. I think it looks phenomenal. I was very impressed with that. I feel like this is a natural progression of the game. I just think it should be a little. The interface should have just been a little bit more stylish. I would appreciate that more. But, you know, if I had to like gripe about something. But, yeah.
Anybody else got thoughts on Neo, The Whirlwinds with you?
Yeah, I would say I'm sort of like in between in regards to Neo. I think like I love the Wildlands. I love this game so much that when I lost my copy, I ended up buying back a copy. It's probably the only physical DS game that I still have to date. You know, the original The Wildlands. By the way, this is a super chat.
Yeah, I was gonna wait for you to finish, but if you pause for a second, Ace Breaker says, I'm glad we're getting a normal control scheme for The World Ends With You. Yeah, because I think the regular one on Switch, if you didn't play with touch controls, it was pretty cumbersome.
Yeah.
I heard that's what kept me from getting it. Now I was like, I swear I was gonna get that one, and I heard the controls were just terrible. I was like, oh no, staying away from this one.
Not about our life. But yeah, I think after playing The Wildlands With You on DS, which I loved the whole concept of the whole split screen thing on the original one, I thought that was just genius. It was just one of my favorite games for that reason. When I saw this one, I was like, it looks good. The characters look interesting, but in a sense, it was like, it's like I don't know. There wasn't really anything that sort of like in the pit of my heart, I could feel like maybe something may be wrong, like something may go wrong, and maybe nothing goes wrong. Maybe it's perfect, but somehow I just get a bad feeling. And then there's also the thing whereby, like what Pelvic was saying, is that I don't know if I'll find the time to play it. Like I'll probably get it, but then I don't know where I'll find the time to play because I have so many games to play. And I feel like as you get older as a gamer, like that's the thing that happens. Like you have so many games, you've amassed such a large collection, that then you start looking at stuff and you're thinking about, oh, I'll probably die next week. You know, I'm getting old. And then you just decide, you know, I don't know if I'll be able to finish this. This looks very long. Maybe I'll just play this other RPG.
You know what, Q, you're right. You do have a lot of games to play. You know what one game you gotta play?
Oh boy.
You know when I finish Shadow, it is done. It is done. Okay. You know.
Man done got clipped by Koei Tecmo for for not playing Ryza 2.
I know,
Mid-sentence.
right?
You know. Here's the funny thing, right? Koei Tecmo, right? The beautiful company that they are, sent me one of those Atelier games. Well, this trilogies of some.
Oh
Atelier
my gosh!
trilogies.
And he,
I didn't
that
even
ain't
ask
right,
for it, as far as I know, right? And it just showed up in my email. I just, shout out to my contact at Koei Tecmo. You do the Lord's work. But basically, they don't understand that by sending me this trilogy, it's basically going to be for me to use to tell people that, here's what, this Atelier series is not as good as Ryza, and Ryza is all you need in your life. So basically, as Ryza has, transcended these other pleb games in the Atelier series, which I'll just mention them. I think it's Lydian Soul, Atelier
Sophie.
Ferris, and Sophie. Not as good as Ryza. None of them have the quality of thickness that she
If
has.
Oh my goodness.
If I may
my
interject
goodness.
on that, from what I saw one clip of Sophie on my timeline, and it made me vastly more interested than anything I have seen outside of Ryza. I am a man of waifus, but that clip actually had me like, I should play this game. That was pretty raw.
I don't know about all that. We all know Ryza's the antithesis. I can't talk. Of Ryza. Yeah, of Ryza.
But like, is she cool? If she's not cool, want it.
Oh, my
Like,
internet
to
today.
quote Spike Spiegel, I love a woman. Kick my ass.
Oh my goodness. Blake, you got something you wanna?
We got ourselves a super chat from Duo Beard. He's saying, anyone going to talk about Mistwalker's Fantasian?
What's that?
Creators of
Yeah,
Final
it's pretty
Fantasy,
good.
their new RPG on iOS.
Yeah,
Don't
unfortunately,
play without games.
on
They lost me
iOS.
to iOS.
Yeah, on iOS messed me up. I was actually considering getting
Android's
a,
fine, but
I was thinking about
Yeah.
getting a tablet just so I could play it, and I was like, it's not worth spending like $200 on tablet.
A tablet just to play a game.
you mean like an
Yeah.
iPad?
No,
Yeah, like
no.
iPad, something like that. Yeah, I was trying to get something fine for cheap. I was on eBay. I was like,
Don't torture yourself, Shadow. It's gonna have you're not gonna have controls. You're gonna have to touch the screen like some kind of 5-year-old. Don't do that to yourself.
Hey,
And
man,
imagine you just had chips.
Listen, I play Frequent Order. I play the Sky RPG all on my phone. I'm good with touchscreen.
You know what, Shadow? I pretend that you don't do those
Okay,
things.
but what about
My head
Revolution,
kind
though?
Local man can't handle the truth.
What was that, Pelvic?
So what about resolution though? Aren't you big on that?
60 frames
The
per second.
no frames. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Listen, we make exceptions for the mobile games. All right, we make exceptions
Okay.
there. All right.
Very interesting.
Okay.
Visual display.
Very interesting.
All right. So yeah, that's okay. Pelvic, I just saw what you meant about the interface. Yeah, it looks kind of plain for the World Ends With You. Okay, I
Right?
see what you
Doesn't
mean.
it?
Yeah.
It should
You know,
have a
I-
waifu in the interface.
It does feel very, very disappointing. So,
Okay.
other than that, like it still looks good. You know, it's not a game breaker, right, or a deal breaker, but it's still just a little
Yeah.
underwhelming.
The only game breaker for me if I get it on Switch and it's playing at 30 FPS, I'm gonna be mad. So it better be on
Have
PS4.
they
running at
confirmed they're
60.
running that?
Well, on Switch, you know it's damn well it's gonna be at that 30. There's no way it's gonna be at 60.
That's what you assume.
Nah,
People
you
probably
do
think
it.
Monster Hunter
No.
Rise around 10 frames when they look at it.
The resolution is pretty bad, but
It is not. What?
What if Nintendo put out the Switch Pro and then it is at 60 FPS?
I'll be all over it. I'll be all over Switch Pro. I'll be there day one for a Switch Pro. I'm telling y'all.
How you quote unquote struggle with games being not at 60, only to forget your roots of games not being at 60.
To forget your roots, I like that. I like that.
I transitioned, man. You know, I moved on.
Transition.
I seen the light.
What you're saying is you
All
moved
right.
up out the hood and you forgot about all the homies left in the hood.
Listen, man, fuck the homies in the hood, all right?
This ain't your podcast anymore. That's why you don't get to keep it.
Listen, man.
This is just like in GTA 4 when Franklin tries to leave the hood and Lamar's like, "Hey, I was thinking run away from the hood, but you was born in the hood. You part of the hood. You can't leave the hood."
Yes, I
That
can,
was
man.
5.
I'm out.
Not
I'm
4.
moving up. I'm moving up and about, man.
Did I say 4? I meant 5. You know what I meant.
Listen, man. You grow up in the hood. You want to leave the hood all the time. You don't want to
You
stay
wanna
in
leave
the
the
hood.
hood?
You don't want to
You
stay
want
in
to
the
make the
hood.
hood better.
Nah.
No?
The
Who the hell
when you're
wants to
in
do
the
that?
hood, you want to leave the hood. You never want to stay.
That's
Alright?
true. You should.
It's not about
it is-
staying, but try to help make the lives of others better.
Oh, man.
That's what that was about.
I ain't making the lives of people on console better when I got PC running everything at 60, 120. Please, man. I got
Riku hear you say that.
Got an RTX 30 series, man. Come on now. Got time for that peasant stuff.
That's a PS6 right there.
All right, so
you get a PS6 and Sony.
Yeah, we can. I guess we can transition to that real fast. I feel like I had something else to say about The War Ends With You, but I can't remember. Anyway, we can move on to Sony's new focus as to what they're doing, and a lot of people are not happy about this. So if you guys don't know, Sony has come out and pretty much said, or I think Jason Schreier, he was a former editor or writer for Kotaku. He wrote for Bloomberg that Sony is pretty much moving their focus to all big budget games for the most part. And this, as a result, is destroying all the, I guess you could say, little games that Sony have. Like, we've all seen the evidence that's been going around with stuff like Japan Studio closing down, which they're responsible for games like Gravity Rush and whatnot. And, of course, we know about the PlayStation stores closing down. Sony's basically saying, if they're not making money, we don't need them, for the most part. We only want to focus on the Uncharted's, the God of Wars, and The Last of Us. That's it. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but...
As they should. They should only focus on the games that they should focus on, and forget all these tiny games that are wasting time, taking up good precious time, long...
You better be trolling.
I was about to destroy this man's entire life.
I thought it was just a pause. Oh, that was funny.
I already put up my flag. Everyone knows this. I'm on that next level pirate life already with Sony. You know, as soon as they decided, you know what, we're just gonna have all this sort of stuff where we're just dumping all the Japanese stuff. We're a Japanese company and we moved to the US, and now we just sort of like, that's like, you know what, that's like someone who moves to another country and then the accent changes. You know, it's like, no, it's not how it works, right? You don't have time to change your accent. Keep it for some time at least 10, 20, 50 years or something.
Remember where you came from.
Exactly. You got roots, you know? See, I'm a person from the Caribbean, right? I live in the UK. But here's the thing, right? I like Caribbean food. I don't like British food. British food is not tasty. It's not as delicious, unfortunately. But the fact of the matter is, the first time I had British KFC, I was like, this is terrible. How dare they not season the chicken properly? Now, that being said, right? I do appreciate some things about the UK. I drink my tea. It's all good, right? Sony should at least, you know, maybe we make a couple games for the West, but keep the roots. Keep the games that people actually bought PlayStations for. The people who are the most hardcore PlayStation fans, like Japanese games, they like their God of War, yes, but they also like games like Persona and stuff like that. And then there you come in and you decide, no, one, we're going to stop focusing on those types of games, and two, we're going to try to censor them as well to make them fit our Western sensibilities.
I forgot the
garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage tier. I'm just saying, if anyone were to come and tell me, hey man, you know what, I'm gonna pirate a Sony game, I would be like, well, website, do you need a link? I'll give you a link to a website. It's okay, you know?
Yes. Listen, okay, I think we're all pretty much against what Sony is doing, but I think we're viewing that from a gamer's standpoint. And we're not like looking at it from Sony's standpoint, because at the end of the day, they are business. They want to make money.
Yeah.
They have all the numbers. They have all the statistics. They have everything. They're probably looking at that stuff, and it's like, well, we're keeping these stores open. Not that many people are buying them. I'm not saying you guys don't exist out there that are still playing PSP games, still buying video games. I'm not saying you guys don't exist, but you're a small, minuscule amount. And it's just not worth having that up, us, I guess, hemorrhaging that money to keep the stores up. Japan Studio games, again, Gravity Rush, I'm not sure how well those games did, but it probably wasn't enough for Sony. So it's like, again, you guys can like them. I like them. I love them. But from a business standpoint, it's just like, why are we making them if they're not turning out a good enough profit? You know?
But here's the thing, right? If you're looking to make profit, right? Make games like Subverse and Riser, right? Those games sell out in a heartbeat. And here's the thing, I'm not even kidding about this. If you're looking to sell out, right? If it's all about the money only, right? Just make games with just sex appeal, because that sells. People will just buy stuff.
Q. You don't realize.
Q has a point.
No, wait.
No, I'm saying, but basically what I'm saying is that if they want to basically, the thing is that as a company, there needs to be balance, right? Yeah, you make your big AAA games that are gonna make you your money. Your God of War is gonna sell. It's gonna bring in people. It's gonna sell a lot, and you're gonna make a lot of money off of it. But take a little bit of that money, just a little bit, and invest in some smaller games. That would be great for the people who actually have bought your console and have been supporting you for years. Because before you were this big,
but
massive
why
company,
appeal to that small little demographic if they're not gonna make you that much money?
That's the thing.
Small
It's
demographic
an
is louder
investment.
than you think.
It's a tiny investment to keep your base happy. Because here's the thing: that tiny little subset, they're moving, man. They're setting up ships. They're putting up sails and everything. They're moving all the way over. I can hear it now. The PC, amazing. They're out of here.
So we got a super chat from Duo Beard. He says, "I buy Vita games regularly. Sony hates me personally." That sounds about right, don't it? Sony hates specifically Duo. Yo, everyone in chat, go to Duo Beard's Twitter right now and tweet at him. It's your fault that the Vita failed. Just go tweet at him right now. Duo_Beard at Twitter right now. Go let him know. Let him know the HPMP sent you. I mean, he probably knows because he's here right now. But go let him know right now. Go tell him. Talk to him.
Yeah, but again, I hear what you guys are saying about like appeasing that small little demographic. But like it's like you were saying earlier, Q, that you should sell like waifu based games, something like that. That doesn't work anymore because Twitter will cancel those games in a heartbeat. They see a character with big boobs, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, Sony is horny again."
Where did they cancel Subverse? Subverse came out and it sold well.
Well, Subverse is such a niche game that's first.
Twitter couldn't cancel Riser. They could make Riser as thick as hell. You know, it basically. Here's the thing, right? Twitter can try to cancel things, but it can only be canceled if the developers or publishers care about it being canceled.
But it's such a thing that's a bad rep. They don't want to get a quote unquote bad rep for being a company that does nothing but put out like stuff like that, like loot stuff. They don't want to get a reputation for that.
Nintendo used to think like that, and you know what? People used to buy PlayStation, and you know what? Nintendo, you know what the Nintendo Switch does? They have waifus on the Switch. The Switch knows now. They've learned. You know.
That's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but pelvic bow. What do you guys think of this, Blake?
As someone said in the comments, a good part of being a business is retaining consumer relations, and I'm more curious about the long-term effects of this if they keep doing stuff like this, because you already seen how. Well, I can't really compare it to. I was gonna say Konami, but Konami doesn't make games anyway. So
Konami is just we don't talk about them.
But with this decision, they're going to make a profit, yes. Especially with that casual audience who will buy any big Sony game just because of name brand and advertisement. But I'm curious what happens if Sony falls on rough times in the future, and I don't know, that these games don't sell as much or they don't have the money to make them, and that they have to come back and rely on these smaller projects. Like, what happens then? Then people don't trust you anymore, and yeah. Plus, studios don't exist because you shut them down. So I'm just curious about how this affects the future. In the meantime, Sony will be completely fine with their Last of Us and Uncharted and all that because they sell like stupid amounts. Like a good example of this, that Last of Us remake, whatever that got announced, people are up in arms about it. It's going to sell millions of copies.
Oh yeah,
regardless of how anybody feels.
Yeah, that's almost like Pokemon levels.
It makes no sense, but people will buy it anyway because people don't have sense. You know, I'm just saying, the masses are not very clever.
The thing is, it's like the people who are going to be buying that aren't the ones who are complaining. The ones who are complaining about it, they're not going to buy it. But then people who haven't played The Last of Us but have heard the name through 2, or be like, oh, that was getting a TV show, it has a game, so I'll check that out.
No, I don't even think it's just that though, because like, and I always bring it back to sports games, right? The people who complain about sports games every year are the people that buy it every year. They're like, oh, it's the worst, it's terrible, and then you ask them, are you buying it? Yeah, I'm buying it though. It's the same thing that happens with games like The Last of Us and stuff like that. The people who are super fans, they'll complain about it, but I'm a fan though. I've always supported this. I have to do this. I have to give them my money.
Pokemon.
Exactly. Pokemon fans complain all the time, and then new Pokemon comes out and they're like, I have to buy it because it's Pokemon. I'm a fan. And then they wonder why things don't change. They're like, oh, the developers should have feelings. No, the developers have pockets, and they want your money, and you put it in there.
To be fair,
yeah.
Pokemon is too big to do anything about it, no matter how much people don't buy it. As we saw
Yeah, like-
with the Gen 8.
16 million copies, and I can only imagine if those people who didn't boycott it actually did buy the games.
No one
It wouldn't
boycotted
be
it.
a lot.
No one boycotted it. Those people said they were going to boycott it. They didn't. They were part of the people that bought it. I'm just saying. The only person that boycotted Pokemon was me. I was the only one who boycotted Pokemon.
This
and then
should
someone
boycott
bought me
Pokemon
a
every
copy.
generation. Wait, you're watching the anime? Yes, that's still feeding into the pot.
Yeah, you still feed into the.
Ooh.
Oh,
into the
dang,
people
Q
who are
part of
buying
the
it.
problem.
Q.
He
There you
was
go.
part of the problem.
Hot.
I watched the anime only so that I can complain about it after. I only did it so I can complain.
You're
Did
so-
you
I
admit
I
on one of the
didn't know what I was
HPMPs that the
complaining
anime
about.
was actually pretty fun?
It was pretty fun though, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man!
You're
Oh
This
man!
man's a fraud.
Next,
Man.
next. Blake, what do you think about all of this?
Basically what Bao said, like, Sony can really only piss off so many people before people actually start leaving. And I mean, they'll be fine for X amount of time, but like with Nintendo, like every company at some point gets to a certain part and then falls. Nintendo was super popular with the Wii, like they were feeling themselves. They came with the Wii U to try to capitalize on that, and we all know how that turned out. So Sony, I don't think. I mean, unless you guys call the Vita Sony's big fall, but I wouldn't even say it did well enough in Japan, so I wouldn't even call that a big fall.
Actually, Blake, the PS3. They almost shut down the PlayStation division because it wasn't making a return on sales.
The PS3, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
did not sell well.
It didn't make a profit until towards the end of its life cycle.
And
Really?
it's interesting about that because it still won against the Xbox, at least at the end of the
In
day.
the end.
Remember,
In the
they
end.
sold that thing for what, $600 on release?
Yeah, that
And
was
with
the
no
Xbox
games.
or the 3DS?
The
Or not
PS3.
3DS. Oh my god.
PS3.
What? 600? Oh my god.
yeah,
I
Yeah, it was
remember that.
$600.
Yeah.
I was still when the PS3 came out. I wasn't really into like other consoles outside Nintendo, so I wasn't really caring at the time. But that's crazy to hear about.
I got whatever console was given to me as a gift. And that was
Just
it.
imagine
Basically.
if you were one of those day one guys who bought it at day one at 600, and then you realize years down the line, you know, maybe just a year or two in, that the price dropped to like $299 or something. And you're like, but I paid $6 for it.
yeah. That's what you get for adopting early. I saw almost for everything.
It's the early adopters tax.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So like you were saying before, like they closed down the Vita stores and whatnot, but apparently there were still people like developers making games for Vita, and people were like, "Oh, this leaves them without up a creek without a paddle of sorts or something like that." I'm like, why are you creating games for Vita anyway? Like the Vita is not popular anymore.
You're creating games
Because-
for a console that's no longer supported.
Exactly. And do you honestly think the sales are going to justify all that time you spent making on it? Like, no.
Here's the thing, right?
What?
I have a Vita, right? As a fan of the Vita, right? I love my Vita, and I'm in a couple groups for Vita fans. Now these groups have lots of people, right? There's a lot of people in there, and these guys, they go out and they buy Vita games all the time. Like every time someone buys a new Vita game, it's up in the group, and they're just all chatting about Vita, about how much they love it. Sometimes they buy 3 and 4 different Vitas. Some of the guys have like
Riku in that
5
group?
Vitas. Sorry?
Is Riku in that group? Because he should be.
Riku probably owns the group, for all I know. The point, he's probably admin, and I've never noticed. But the thing is, right? All the people in, funny thing is, there's a bloke in the group who I'm friends with on Facebook, and that could possibly be Riku. I don't know.
Oh my
Riku's
gosh.
name. Oh my god, he's always buying new Vitas.
We got a super relevant super chat from Sebastian saying, "Friendly reminder: the Vita is dead." Thank you for that reminder, Sebastian. We
Dead.
almost forgot for a second.
Dead. So any developer
Nah.
still making games for it, you're insane. That's your
I-
problem at this point. Okay.
I don't want to be one of these guys about the whole Vita being dead thing, but if you're developing a game for the Vita and by some off chance you end up watching or listening to this, switch over to either PC or the Switch.
Should have did that a long
You'll-
time ago. Should have
Like
just
you'll
scrapped the
get
Vita version
you'll get
entirely.
more profit. You'll get more profit. I don't care how you feel about Nintendo. I don't care how you feel about Steam. You'll get more money out of it than developing games for the Vita in this day and age.
You don't know that. Vita fans are loyal.
Vita fans are loyal, but they don't outweigh. They don't have enough to them
Yeah.
to actually make worthwhile sales.
Exactly. Like, we know you're out there, but you're not ultimately, worthwhile to make games for.
Oh, not worthwhile.
I'm
The
sorry.
horrors.
Oh
Like,
my, yeah. We got another super chat real quick.
Vita.
We got another super chat from Duo saying friendly reminder that reminder is true. No, okay, he said false, but he might just say true. I'll accept that misclick, Duo. It's fine. I got you, bro.
Yeah, like, we're not saying you guys aren't out there. You could love the Vita all you want, but the fact of the matter is that particular part of Sony is just not profitable. So
There's no pay.
Oh my gosh. And then Sebastian claps back saying friendlier reminder that the last chat is cap. Oh my gosh.
Is this about to be a super chat war?
all these lies that everyone keeps
It's not a
telling
lie,
themselves.
Q. Like, it's legitimately it's a real thing. Like, I like the Vita too, but I'm not gonna sit here and say, bro, it's not dead. It still has life to it. When the store is being shut down for it, like,
Here's the thing, right? If you were like a Mormon or something, right? And you had to go from
Where's
house to
this
house,
going?
right?
Where's this going? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Let me stick the landing. Here,
Stick the
guys.
landing.
Hold.
So yeah, if you're a Mormon and you have multiple wives, yeah, go on.
Not
I don't
multiple wives.
believe
You have to go from house to house, right?
I don't believe
And everyone's
that.
telling you, right? Oh, your religion doesn't mean anything or something. Are you gonna just decide that one day, like, oh, you know what, they were all right, or are you just keep going from house to house?
just compare
You gotta
the
keep
Vita
going
to
from
first
house
of
to
all, the Vita's not a
What is
religion.
going on?
Calm down.
The Vita
Hi,
is
if
a
Rico were here, I
religion.
think he'd agree.
It is a religion, yes.
That's
There's
called a cult.
archaeologists.
That's called a cult. That's not a religion. That's a cult.
Tell that to Riku.
He's the cult leader. Got y'all drinking liquid Vita screens.
We got another super chat.
And we got another. I hate Duo, bro. He says friendliest
Duo.
reminder that Blake is a baby. Duo, no one asked you, and we're not going to talk about this.
Duo's trying not to hold the L. It's okay, Duo.
We're not even going to
Everybody has hold
provide
the L.
context for this. We're going to sweep it under the rug, and we're going to continue. Screw you, Duo.
Oh man, I kind of want to hear about this, but
You don't
I
want to hear about
I can
it.
tell you afterwards.
You
don't
don't-
worry.
you
I
don't
can't.
want.
I
You don't
love
want.
to hear about this one.
Why?
I am
Why are you guys
also
this way?
interested. Yeah,
No, you're
I'm
not.
also I'm very interested. Oh, we got
Oh,
another super chat.
another one from Whacktastic. He says, friendly reminder that the Vita is collecting dust. Don't lie. Also, where's my Star Ocean 2 remake?
It's a good question.
Interesting. We never got that, did we?
Oh, we care about that? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright.
I haven't played a Star Ocean game, so I don't know.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, my Vita is actually collecting dust as well. But another
Same.
thing about this, the way Sony and PlayStation is moving is that they have to compete for the most part, and they can't afford to be, hemorrhaging money in these other places that aren't making that much money. Because you got Xbox buying Bethesda, and Xbox and rumors to buy Discord and whatnot. They're making moves to be, relevant this generation. So Sony has to come back with doing a big move of their own.
And I think it starts with making PlayStation Now actually a good service.
Yes.
Because
Make it
PlayStation
work
Now, like with the way you're able to download PS4 games, it's like Game Pass, but they just added Avengers to PlayStation Now. I tried it for the first time. It whoop-de-doo. Game was kind of eh. But the thing is, there's a PS5 version of that game, but they specifically lock you out of it if you're on a PS5. You have to play the PS4 version of that game. But Game Pass gives you, Game Pass is like you own the complete game, both versions when you have Game Pass. So PlayStation Now, and Riku was talking about how a lot of games, like for example, the Uncharted collection is on PlayStation Now, but it's the PS3 version. So you can't get the PS4 version of it. Like they deliberately go out of their way to give you the inferior version on PlayStation Now.
Or
And most of their,
buy
like-
the newer version, basically.
Exactly. And most of their library, like PS2 and PS3, you can't download. You have to stream that. So it's almost like Google Stadia in that sense.
You guys think PlayStation is really losing money though? I mean,
We don't think they're losing money. We think their decisions now are going to cause them to lose a lot more in the future.
I said they're going to have
Right.
damaging
Obviously.
effects. If you don't take care of your body now, you'll have cancer by the time you're 25.
to be quite honest, I have no sympathy for them. Like I
I mean, I
seriously
don't either, really. I just kind of
They're a
want better
company.
things out of them.
As far as I'm concerned, if they don't do well, right, they've already tipped their toes. They've tipped their toes into the PC landscape. Horizon is on PC. They already know how good it tastes.
Days Gone.
Right?
Is that on PC?
Yeah, it's coming to PC.
Yes, exactly. It's already, Horizon is already on PC. So and Days Gone is coming to PC. So basically, right? Sony has already tasted the deliciousness that is PC. They're just bringing everything over. I don't know why everyone who's listening to this podcast right now, who has a PlayStation, hasn't started like, I don't know, using it for like warmth or something during the winter and just like buy a PC or just trade it in somewhere. Like, hey, would you accept this peasant machine for
But-
a PC?
No lie, my
Okay.
PS4 is a Gundam and Enter the Gungeon machine.
But all right, here's the thing though. We're all content creators, right?
Yeah.
Even we all make videos of some type or we stream of some type. If we see that a stream or a video is doing really well, what's our response to that? We gotta make more videos like it. If we making a video that's not doing too well or streaming a game that's not doing too well, what do we do to it? We stop making that type of video. We stop streaming that type of game. Even though there might be fans of those videos that don't get that many views or, people watching it while you play, there are fans of it, but it's ultimately a waste of time at the end of the day, unfortunately, than making the video that, performs well or streaming the game that a lot of people want to see you play. Isn't that the same thing that Sony's doing? They're cutting off the stuff that just doesn't do that well or doesn't sell that well, even though there's a fan base there for it. And they're focusing everything on the stuff that actually makes them money.
The problem with that is that they're
shadowing wrong,
shuttering.
though.
They're shuttering entire
shadowing.
studios, though.
Yeah, like they should at least try to find a way to give those who are still working at those studios some type of like way to still work within the company and hopefully make better quality products in the future. Instead of just basically telling them, you can't stay here, but you don't gotta go home.
You're still putting money into that. You're still putting time into that. That's time and money that can
No,
be
it's like
spent
they don't have
elsewhere.
to. They don't have to work at those studios that they initially worked at. They could still work within the company in the gaming division to help develop better games. That's what I'm trying to say.
But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Sony can continue doing what they're doing, right? They can continue saying, you know what? We're going to make the games that we think are going to sell, right? Is the reason why people are always complaining and saying, oh, every game looks the same now, right? Because companies are
Yep.
thinking, oh, let's just make all our games like, Battle Royale. Every game has to be a looter shooter.
make our
Every game
games
has to be
movies.
exactly what sells. And the thing is, yes, that works for the masses, but after a certain amount of time, it becomes so saturated, people get bored of it, and then they want something new, they want something different. And if companies that hop on the hype train and follow that, hype only works for a certain amount of time. Inevitably, it fades away, and when it does fade away, you can get burned. You could be one of those companies who jumped on the train and maybe you didn't get on at the right time, and it just messes you up in the long run. If you have a company the size of Sony, a company the size of PlayStation, can afford to dip their toes in smaller ponds while maintaining what is popular, while still doing the popular things. But in business, you have to make sacrifices. You have to spend some money in some places where it may not seem profitable initially, but it gets people in the door. For example, right, I had a cafe, right, and in our cafe, we used to spend money on certain things that would get customers in the door, like maybe free Wi-Fi or something, right? Now, Wi-Fi costs money, and maybe you're paying for the Wi-Fi for a few months, and it's not really, you're spending more money. But then, over time, customers start seeing, oh, free Wi-Fi. Maybe I'll just come and sit down here, and then all of a sudden, they buy something. Some of the people may not even buy anything; they may just steal your Wi-Fi. But a couple will come in, and then slowly or surely, maybe they smell the food or something, and then they come and they buy. And in the end, we made good money off of it. It did pay for itself in the long run. The thing with Sony and some of these smaller games that may not make them as much money in the beginning, over time it could make them money. And not just that, it makes them loyal customers who will come back and maybe buy other stuff, like a headphones or something. I don't know, controllers.
Okay, that's actually a pretty good point, like I would say. But some people will just leech off that Wi-Fi and just never do anything else. But
Like
you know.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Can't really argue against that.
Okay.
Like, we're all looking at this from most of us probably still don't have a full grasp of how the company and the inner workings and the back and forth and how they're all talking about things. We're still kind of looking at it from a consumer/outsider perspective where we have to formulate what we think the idea is. Because for all we know, it really could be, let's fuck them divisions. We don't like those. we don't like those games. Or it could be what Q has said, where what Q and Shadow are going on about, where it's like they have to cut their losses in certain areas because that's just not lucrative profit anymore.
And as always with the business, it doesn't matter how much money you're making. It doesn't matter how much your business is worth. Shareholders and stockholders and such, they want to see every quarter that you're going up and not hemorrhaging money anywhere. So,
and
that's
if
the
it's not
thing
to
that's
their
not
liking, they'll
sustainable.
move on.
yeah.
The thing is that that is true, but the thing is it's not sustainable because everything has a limit. You can't always keep going up. There has to be a point when you're gonna stop, because at some point,
don't tell that to any shareholders. They don't want to
I
hear
mean,
that.
here's the thing. I like shares too, right? But you have to be realistic. The point of the matter is that you can't. People only have so much money to spend. You know, there's a limit to everything.
And they don't care. They don't care about it. They don't want to hear your excuses. They just want to see that chart go up. They want to see that arrow go up. That's all they want to see. And you gotta make sure you get that up no matter what the cost. You gotta make sure.
Team shareholders used to be the company that used to be like, EA Games challenge everything, and now the EA Games take your money and give you
monetize everything.
Monetize everything. And you know what? They're chasing that shareholder money, and they're chasing that constant high. But you know what's happening right now? Almost every country in the world right now, maybe not the US yet, but almost every other country has started to make changes with regards to banning loot boxes and banning the kind of stuff that EA have in their games. And this is going to affect them hugely, because when you get too big, right, you have no opportunity to fail. The minute that you're so large, if you have a really bad quarter, that's how you end up being a THQ. You know?
Ooh.
I'm just saying. I mean, THQ came back with THQ Nordic. You know, Nordic Games, brought them back. But I'm saying,
SpongeBob brought them back, baby.
Exactly.
Oh
but the thing is, you can't get so big that one failure is going to crash you. And the thing is, when you're making money off of, when basically like EA puts out their financial returns and they say, hey, most of our money that has come in this year has been from loot boxes. When you look at those numbers and then you say, ooh, you have shareholders who buy in at a certain amount, and then next year that is zero or something, you're screwed. Your business is done. So, you can't become so big that you can't afford to fail. And again, that's why having loyal consumers who actually are dedicated and like your stuff. Because in the case with EA, there are people who actually have common sense and have decided, I'll never buy an EA game ever in my life again. I'm one of those people. I'll never buy an EA game in my life. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have bought EA games recently.
Okay, CQ. You can't even get your own point across.
No, but here's the thing, Shadow. It's indirect, right? It's indirect. I got it through Game Pass. You get that EA Pay through Game Pass. Sorry.
Okay.
You kind of. I don't know how you want to. I did end up buying Star Wars as well, but it was like $14 on Epic. So technically speaking, it was like $14 on Epic. So I was like, $14 on Epic, and that was around the time it was like $60 bucks. And I was like, $14 is not a lot of money. It's Star Wars and it's on Epic, so it's not really I'm not actually buying it on EA's platform. Maybe Epic.
So you don't have to directly support them.
Yeah, I won't buy anything on Origin. I will never buy anything on Origin again. As far as I'm concerned, anything on EA platform, no, I'm not giving them my money. It has to be either really obscure indirect, like through Game Pass or something, or not. I'm not doing it, because as far as I'm concerned, and it can't be anything that has microtransactions either. I will not buy a game that has microtransactions from EA or pretty much almost any company. To me, it just can't be that way. Okay. Especially EA. So you have to have your principles, man, and then sometimes you have to bend those principles when their wife is involved.
Nah, man. Okay.
No. Shadow, we both play gacha games when it comes to the waifus.
Hey, man, I ain't denying it. All right, so it's PlayStation and where they're going in a nutshell. All right, I guess we can move on to our next topic here.
Chinese bootlegs.
It's is it though? Is it a Chinese bootleg?
Yes.
Are we sure it's not actually another
it's a Chinese bootleg?
I don't know, man. They saying that this new Persona spinoff is in effect. It's called Codename X so far. And I just want to know if this is a spinoff. Are we surprised? Like we know Persona 5's got another
It's
couple
not
of
a
spinoffs.
spin-off.
This is not a spinoff. This is not
It's
from
not
Atlas.
from Atlas. Like
It's not
It's a
from Atlas.
Chinese company.
But it is based off of Persona, is it not?
it's
Yeah.
literally trying to be.
Have you not
Persona.
seen all these Chinese knockoffs that exist?
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen it, but it seems that it's that they're reporting it as a Persona something spinoff. Like it's
I
part
don't
of
know why
Persona.
you're entertaining that idea. Like,
They can't do that. That's
Ugh.
illegal.
No, China doesn't have illegalities when it comes to copyright. So you have to understand, when Natlus decides to make a game, Natlus is allowed to, because
Oh my god. You didn't know. You
Yeah.
just made it work.
basically, yeah, you know, if you never bought a Chinese knockoff product, it just has
Listen, I've
the
had
same
many fake
name.
Dragon Ball toys as a kid.
I'm just saying, exactly. I've had some of those too, and they were amazing. I had fun with them. So, you know, Natlus is allowed to make whatever Natlus wants. You know, bring it on, Natlus. Persona 5 mobile Chinese version. Yeah.
So like yeah, one of the insiders on Twitter, I think it's called Daniel Ahmad or whatever. He said Perfect World confirmed it's based on the Persona IP.
Okay, so it's based on the IP, but it's not actually the IP.
Yes, we can see that from just looking.
Instead of
But-
just saying, nah, bro, this is clearly a spinoff.
So it's just based on the IP. It has nothing to do with our Persona that we all know and love.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I will say
Oh,
this, though.
there's
The
one
main
thing.
character-
There's one thing, the files are actually named Persona in it.
nuh-uh.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
I'm dead serious.
Oh yeah, I did remember seeing that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
but even so,
Ugh.
isn't there like more Persona spin-offs coming? Like, or are we just done?
Eventually.
Eventually?
I'm
Actually,
sure
yeah.
it is.
We're still waiting for, like, Persona fucking Arena 5.
Code X name. Ugh.
Codename, like, I like the main character's hacker design. I'll never call it a fucking Phantom Thief. But that design is cool, but oh boy. I'm actually going to be following this thing because I want to see just how much of Persona it's going to take from.
Look, here's the thing, right? When it comes to games that are made like this, when Natlus makes games, the trailers look good, right? But when the gameplay comes out, it's usually
It's a Hearthstone.
it's
Hearthstone.
terrible. Exactly. It's just like, it's not that good. This is just a trailer, you know. Again, this is a Natlus Productions title, right? The Phantom Chiefs aren't gonna really do anything.
Jesus, man.
They called the Phantom Chiefs.
I'm just saying, they ain't gonna
What
be able
I'm
to do
curious. No, what I'm curious about is people who, if there's like the one person on this earth who hasn't played Persona 5, I want them to play this, and I want to know like how it actually is. That's what I'm curious about. I'm curious to be like, yo, this game is actually fire. Because we've all played Persona 5, you know, so we already know that it's really good. We clearly see that it's very much Persona 5 inspired, blah blah blah. But I want the one person on this earth who hasn't played Persona 5 to play this, like completely unbiased, you know, go in, and then actually be like, oh, this is pretty good, or oh, this is actually shit, you know.
I think I know
Because I
somebody
think
who
we-
hasn't played Persona 5.
Because I think we all have this like negative look, because it's obviously like a copycat, and I think everybody instantly is already like, you know, they see a copycat product and it's already kind of like, eh. But or they never quite hit the same. I mean, look at all these like Jet Set Radio, you know, like games. Even if they're not, even though they're paying more like, you know, an homage to it, they're still, they never.
It's
hit
never
like
going to
Jet Set
be
Radio did.
Jet Set Radio.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you could have
So-
Naganuma on the track and it still won't be the same.
I see your point,
Yep.
Pellet, but at the same time, this is just a mobile Chinese knockoff, which you've seen millions of, and they're
Listen,
never good.
Hey,
They're never
Genshin
good,
Impact is
exactly.
popping. What are you talking about? Genshin
That's not a
Impact-
knockoff of anything, though.
Exactly.
No,
It's a waifu
no.
game.
Okay, that's fine. That is okay. So so the fact that it's a knockoff, fair enough. But for the one person who hasn't, I just want to know. Like, this is like for science, honestly. Is I just want to know the one person
Oh, God.
who
I
hasn't
need-
played Persona 5 to play this game. You know,
I
like
need
they will
Art of
know
Mad
it's a
Science
knockoff,
with
but they have never played Persona 5. So I want them to play this game and then tell the world, oh, it's pretty good, or oh, it's not, because they don't have, like, we're already quote unquote tainted or blessed, whatever, by playing Persona 5. We already know the greatness, the glory, the fantabulousness that is
Preach.
fucking Persona
Preach.
5. Okay,
Mhm.
I hear you. I'm with you. But I just want to know, someone who like will know it's a knockoff, but again hasn't played Persona 5, just to play. I just want to know an unbiased opinion. That's why.
Okay.
Okay, Pelvic.
So,
Here's the
that's
thing.
all.
Here's the thing,
That's all.
Pelvic. I
all.
have a plan that will help you achieve your goal for science, right?
Thank
We
you.
can find this one person. It's very simple, actually, right?
Okay.
Call of Duty fans.
No,
God.
hell no. They're not going to touch this, right? So, as I was saying, right, there's a simple way to solve this conundrum. Essentially, all you need to do, right, is find a homeless person, right?
Oh, no.
Obviously,
Oh, my
doesn't
goodness.
have a game console,
Oh, my
right?
goodness.
And you-
How's a homeless person have this stuff?
I
No,
know.
here's the
that's
thing. Here's the thing. Let me explain. You find a homeless person who obviously would not have a game console, so they wouldn't have played Persona, right? And then you buy them a phone, and then you put this game on it, and you say, "Hey,
so
play this
I
game."
buy them a
Science.
phone.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Hold on.
well,
you lost
yeah,
me
Yeah,
at
yeah,
that.
it's for
Basically.
science. Science ain't free.
Exactly. That's science.
I'm pretty sure
What
like
are
a
you
homeless
talking
person
about?
isn't gonna know how to like pretty much work a modern phone for the most part.
There are homeless people in the modern day.
They're modern hobos.
Unfortunate- Yeah, unfortunate circumstances do exist.
Okay.
You can teach them.
Oh my god,
Alright, yeah.
that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a wild. That was a wild example. You know, probably not gonna go up to some random person unless they look like Hubert or something like that. She ain't gonna go up to some random person.
If they look like Dimitri, okay.
Like Dimitri, you know, if it's a husbando level homeless person, are you gonna walk up to them and buy them a phone?
Bitch,
Should
I
probably
might.
give him a home.
Bitch, I might.
She'd be like,
You wanna come home with me?
Yeah, come home with me. Hey.
Remember, Pelvic is a Floridian, so you know
Woo!
you know how.
Yeah, we wild,
Really?
man.
They
We fucking
crazy,
wild.
man.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
Wait
crazy.
a minute, she's a Floridian? Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
my
a
God.
Floridian.
That explains a
baby.
lot. Actually.
I love. Listen, y'all say whatever you want about. I love Florida. I fucking love it. It is the Wild West here, but
You like
I would
crocodiles
not
too?
love it. Love it. Love it.
Do
Love
you
it.
have
Yeah, I
a
love.
pet crocodile?
I wish I had one. I want a pet snake actually, but you know.
Yeah, see, I'm wild. See, Floridian. Something.
Pet snakes
Whatever.
are
What's
neat.
this? Whatever.
All right.
Oh, listen, Floridians are built different. I like Ace. That's right. Floridians are built different. That's right. That's right. We are. Y'all couldn't live. Y'all couldn't live. Y'all can handle. Y'all can handle it here, dude. We had hail the other day. Oh, that shit was fucking crazy. Holy
I live in
shit.
Canada. What?
We had fucking hail.
I know.
What's crazy about hail? It falls.
What?
It hurts.
Oh my! Oh no, dude.
Blake
Okay.
lives in Canada.
Florida. I have only seen.
You ever had
hail
ice
twice
pellets
in my
before?
life.
Now that hurts.
Crazy.
Razor
Never
hail?
had
That
hail.
hurts.
Shit's crazy.
Listen,
Shit's
Pelvic.
scary.
I know that Aceberger said Floridians are built different, but I don't know if he meant that in a good way.
Nah, he meant it in a great way. What are you talking
Some
about?
Floridian chicks have.
Okay, hold on. My phone's about to die, so I have to switch to my PC. But keep talking shit. Okay, I'll come back. I'll tag y'all back. So I'll be right back. Okay.
All right, cool. So, this potential Persona IP based game ain't gonna be shit for the most part. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be
And it
tough.
ain't gonna be Persona.
It'll come and go.
yeah, pretty much. All right. So, for the most parts, that's all the real topics I got. Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about, or I got one thing we can talk about real quick.
Oh boy.
What's that?
I remember we were talking about this in the group chat before about sword users and swordsmen.
Oh boy.
Time to bust out my logic.
I'm trying to figure this out because I don't understand this. Maybe Pelvic, you might know something. I don't know.
Okay.
But I think Gab, she was coming up with a video of top swordsmen, and we were listening off swordsmen, and it's like people were listing Velvet from Tales of Berseria as a swordsman.
She is.
She is.
She literally was trained by Artorias. She was trained by Artorias, who himself is a swordsman. Just because someone doesn't use a sword and the traditional way doesn't make them not a swordsman.
And what do you upgrade on the weapon screen? Her sword, not her claw.
Okay, so I'm a trained software engineer, but I don't do a lot of software engineering. Does that mean? Then again, no. Actually, I still consider myself a software engineer. Never mind. For example, never mind.
You got this, King.
Like, I don't know about all that. I don't think Velvet is a swordsman. She's a sword user. She uses swords.
It's kind of weird. I don't
She's an
view
established
her.
swordsman.
Yeah, I don't view her as a swordsman either. But I understand your point.
Yeah.
But Like, it is kind of a weird... She does use a sword, not in a traditional sense, but she does use a sword, and if Bao... Assuming what Bao's saying is true, you know, you upgrade her sword, not her claw. So I think that... Yeah, not the demon-eating demon thing, so Therian or whatever. So, yeah, actually... Okay, let me put it this way. I think she is a sword... Like, she is, by all... technically a swordsman, but I don't think of like top 5 swordsmen, and I think Velvet Crow.
Exactly.
Sorry.
That's part of the part I think.
That's fair.
What about
So that's what I think.
What about Yu Narukami from Persona 4? Is he a swordsman?
Technically,
he's a
yes.
high school kid with a fucking sword.
Thank you.
Okay,
no.
All right, guys.
Okay, no.
All right, guys.
I'm about to disembody that whole argument.
Guys, I'm gonna go to a convention. I'm gonna buy a keyblade. I'm gonna swing it around and be like, I'm a sword.
Elvic, first of all,
I do.
Narukami in
Okay.
Persona 4 and Golden is just a high school kid with a sword. By Arena and Ultimax, he actually knows what he's doing.
No,
There's
dude,
a clear
that's
yes, there is.
No,
and
no,
those
no.
games are canon. So you
Okay,
can't say
those are
aren't
canon, but the story is canon, not the game. Like the gameplay is just
Actually, they are.
a game.
Even
It's just a fighting game.
The manga for Persona 4 Arena is also canon, in which it shows he knows what he's doing with a sword. Mitsuru even compliments him on his swordsmanship, who is also a swordsman herself.
Yeah, we gotta admit,
Swordsman.
Mitsuru is definitely a swordsman.
And if she
So it's a woman, whatever.
Junpei is a guy with a sword.
Nah, I think Yu is just
Narukami is a swordsman.
I don't know about that. I'm gonna need some proof of that.
He just told you.
I literally just told you.
I need to see the proof of that because wait a minute, doesn't in the Persona 4 or Golden, doesn't he equip like bats and whatnot or a golf club depending on?
That's when he didn't know what he was doing. It's called a growth of character.
Nah, I don't think. But it's wait.
Look at these reaches.
Now
Look at
wait
these
a minute.
reaches.
Now wait a minute.
Look at these
It's
reaches.
wait
a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm gonna see what fucking. Hold on. I want to see what Ness uses. If he only uses baseball bats, because if Ness ever grabs a sword, like Ness is a sword.
No,
everybody.
because the difference between the two is clear. Now you're reaching.
No, he's a 5-year-old kid. It's cool.
I'm spitting cold
Leave me
facts.
alone. Hold on. Ness weapon. Hold on. Just keep
Just call
talking.
Ness 5.
Okay.
Literally cut his age in half.
Okay, he
Jesus
only
Christ.
uses baseball bat. Okay, all right. He only uses. I was hoping he used the sword. Otherwise, I was gonna be like, "Yep, Ness is a swordsman." Everybody.
He uses other
That's
weapons,
that.
but just bats for that
No,
type.
Yeah, well, he uses yo-yos, but that's not a sword. So okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in terms of like handheld weaponry, it's just bat.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
But yeah,
I get what you mean, but a character can go from being someone with a insert weapon here to actually understanding and knowing what they're doing.
okay. Well, Pooh is a weapon then. Or I'm sorry, a sword wielder. Pooh. Yeah, that's his name. That's a character. Yeah. No,
Yes,
Pooh from Earth. His name is literally Pooh.
Yes,
From
that's
Earth. His name is literally Pooh. P-O-O.
I thought.
I thought you were making a joke. I was
So
like,
Pooh, all right, so Pooh. Okay, so here's the thing, though. What are we classifying as a swordsman? Someone who simply uses a sword. So if I pick up a sword,
that's what I'm saying. There's a
Someone
difference
who
between
has
a
a-
swordsman and a
someone
sword
who
user.
has someone who has a grounded basic understanding of form and technique, because you can.
Because I'm like, but I guess Pooh is a fucking swordsman because he uses.
We stop
a
saying the
sword.
word poo.
No,
Yes.
because that's
His
his name. That's his
I don't
name.
like it.
And Pelvic, you're right. He is. He knows what he's doing. It's not like he just picked it up and said, "Yo, this is heat."
Oh, excuse you. What are you fucking talking about? He literally it's like a fucking 0.2% weapon drop chance from a fucking super starman shit, and then he literally finds.
But if he's still trained in the ways of
He
that,
just found it, but he just. Bitch. Oh my god.
and he's also a martial artist, which martial arts
Which isn't
do entail of learning how to use swords.
Which isn't a swordsman. Martial arts does not equate. I've taken martial arts class and I don't even know how to use a sword. That doesn't make sense. It's not like.
As have I know how to use a Vulcan and a Shinai.
Okay, that's good for you. But like, well, oh my lord. Oh my god. What is it? Oh lord. Okay, alright, I cannot. I feel like we are disrespecting the meaning of what like it takes to be like a swordsman.
That's what I'm saying. That's my biggest
I just
issue.
feel
with
like-
it.
Disrespecting it
Like
because
I'm cool
you have to
with
pay
people
attention.
who use a sword. Fine, you use a sword,
Yeah.
whatever. But using a sword and then being a swordsman is just is two different things.
It's like
I can give Dorothea a sword right now and be like, she's a swordsman. She's using a sword.
and she's
I
at
can give
school, so
every-
she can
I can
learn how
give-
to do that.
But okay, I can give literally any class a sword, or any
Yes,
character
and
sword,
they
but they're
can
swordsmen.
and they can
They're
learn
swordsmen.
and go from
They're
person
swordsmen.
with sword
No, but
to
wait,
an
how you're
actual
talking,
swordsman.
but how you're talking is like they pick up a sword, they are a swordsman.
No, I didn't say
stop.
that. I said you have to have a basic
right.
understanding of form and technique.
He has gone strict martial arts training. I'm literally reading up on Pooh right now. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. His training by meditation, which he maintains, despite spirit breaking various parts of the body. I don't see anything about a sword. Blah, blah, blah. He uses Starstorm. Da 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 da. Which is not a sword.
Starstorm? Lucas's final smash?
I just like saying
Yeah.
They didn't get that attack in the games themselves, Blake.
I
Some
still
other-
can't. Yeah, I still can't put
Surprise.
you as a swordsman. He's a dude that uses.
He is.
sword.
That's like saying Pokemon isn't a JRPG.
Pokemon isn't a JRPG.
It
It
is.
is.
Oh my god.
Stop it, people.
Literally,
Oh my God.
by
It literally
that
is.
Logic, by that logic, Persona and SMT and Digimon aren't JRPGs.
Don't include such quality games like.
But they
Pokemon
are.
And
But they
SMT
are.
with Pokemon.
But
So-
they're
so-
JRPGs.
So wait a minute. Let me ask the chat. Chat, is Yu Murakami from Persona 4 a swordsman? Yes or no?
And by extension, Yosuke from Persona 5.
Yusuke.
Oh
is
yeah,
also a
Yusuke.
swordsman.
No, he's not.
Actually-
Yusuke is
he
not
actually-
a swordsman.
Okay, now you
He's a
want to
sword
know how
user.
Yusuke is a sword? You want to know how Yusuke is a swordsman? Again, going back to Junpei, if Yusuke didn't
everyone
know
says
what he
no.
was, if Yusuke didn't know what he was doing, all of his attacks would be uncoordinated and all over the place with no actual. There's no.
I feel like you're
there's
doing
no
this
technique.
technical thing. I think you're doing this
Because
like
you need
technical.
technique to be a swordsman. You
Technique.
You can't just pick
Technique.
up a sword and go, yeah, I'm a
Technique.
swordsman now. And then get your ass whooped by somebody who is a swordsman.
Yeah,
The chat is half and half.
Yeah, I would agree with somebody in the chat said Yusuke is more of a swordsman than you. I would probably say that.
Yes, he is, but I'm not gonna say you isn't one.
I
There's a
don't
clear
know.
difference
He
between
can't. He
their
can't
skill
do
and
none of
ability.
that stuff in the real world. He can only do it in the metaverse.
Yes, he actually can. though.
Can he?
That's the
Then he
funny
should
part.
probably be a swordsman and be an artist. I don't know about all this.
Yes. But
Wait a
that's
minute.
the-
Oh,
but the
time.
majority-
Can't everybody else agree that people in the metaverse that can do everything in the real world in Persona 5? Is that
Persona
correct? Yes or
4
no?
actually
People?
doesn't take place in the metaverse.
No. I'm asking everybody. I'm asking everybody else. Is that correct?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
People in Persona, in the world Persona 5, everything they do in the metaverse, they can do in the real world. Yes or
And
no?
I'm not
think so.
sure, because think of Kasumi's intro scene where she's like slinging that gun around like at point blank accuracy. Like, can't she do that in real life?
No, exactly. That's just the that's just the metaverse
But
version.
they're still one within the context of how their powers work. That's like
I
I
feel
don't know,
like it's a
Peter. I
gray
almost feel
hair.
like you're reaching.
to
It's
sit
kinda
there and
weird.
deface a character's ability to fit your narrative only means that it's when you say so and not when the series itself provides it to you.
I don't know about this one,
Yeah.
guys. See, this,
Yeah, I was like, I
this
don't
is
know about
perplexing.
this one,
This
Chief, you know what
this is
I'm saying?
perplexing. I don't know.
It's not
Yeah, I
perplexing.
feel-
It's a very simple
I,
topic.
I don't know. Point is, I do not think of you. I don't think you, for even Gabby's sake, favorite swordsman or whatever, top 5 swordsman. I just would not think you Narakami. Like
I wouldn't
Yeah.
think of them first because
That-
they're
that-
better
I
ones.
wouldn't think of him as
Okay,
all. I
that-
wouldn't think of him
that-
at all. To be honest, if I was making a JRPG top 10 swordsman, he wouldn't even be on it.
I
Yeah.
mean, I agree with you, but I'm just based on that. So we can't really come to a consensus if like he is or isn't a swordsman, of worthy swordsman, blah 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 blah. So we're all split. Fine, fair enough, whatever. But I feel like we all could agree that like he wouldn't be a top 5.
No, he's
Right?
not a top 5.
Okay, all
He's
right,
good,
okay.
but not
I'm
that
good.
5, not
I'm
even
good.
10. He's not
I know, right? He's not even up there at all.
Yeah.
You could probably do like 20 and he wouldn't be in there.
All right.
After what I've played and read of the arena story, he's definitely 10, but no 5.
Hell no. I mean, have you
He's
seen
like at the
in JRPGs, there's so many great swordsmen that would kick his butt.
It's not about kicking ass. It's about actually like the whole complete package. It's not a versus scenario. It's just being good at what you do.
Isn't that what top means? That you have to be the best? Like one of
Alright.
them?
No, this isn't. This
Okay,
isn't.
well,
This
at
isn't
that point-
a
at
death
that point,
battle
that's-
or a forum. That's a different
Oh my Lord.
discussion. That's different.
I am
This
shook
is
at that
when
people
kids
think you.
go to like events and they get a participation trophy. No, you have to be the first. You
This
have
is
to be
the.
number 1.
You're literally trying to make a who's the strongest and not who's good. being strong and being good are two different things.
Well,
Oh my lord.
it's in the title, best.
Yes,
Best
I-
means you have
See,
to be the
Go-
best.
go watch
Goku
Kenichi
is
the-
strong, but
Go watch
Vegeta is
Kenichi-
good.
Exactly. Go watch Kenichi the Mightiest Disciple. Look up for the character Berserker. He's strong, but he's not good. That's the difference. Kenichi is good, Berserker is strong.
Wait,
Okay,
listen,
Code
for what it's worth, I
Suzaku
fucking
is strong.
listen,
Well,
Q,
Lucia's good.
I'm with you, Q. Q, I'm
Exactly.
with you for what it's worth. I'm fucking with you.
Exactly. You know.
I mean, I wouldn't keep
see-
Persona characters anywhere near my top sword fighters.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like
That's the
I'm not
point.
seeing where Sosuke is coming from, but it's just that
Mhm.
I can't.
So I'm curious. So chat, hold on. Who are some of your best like top 10, 5, whatever sword fighters? 'Cause I'm not sure if they answered that question. I wanna
Minecraft
know-
Steve is a sword fighter.
Oh,
Oh my
oh
god!
my-
No. All right. Anybody else got anything else to talk about?
Yeah,
It's
well,
ridiculous.
Please move on. Point
Oh
of the
my
topic
god.
has been
Oh, they
lost.
said Seth or Seth. Okay, and for talking about video games though, video
Yeah,
games
keep video
specifically.
games.
So they
Again,
said,
in
so they said
terms of- in
Reen.
terms of
So
video-
Reen from Cold Steel. I don't know who that is. They said Sephiroth, which I guess like a, he, I
Is
don't know, I just feel like I've never played 7, so I'm even talking shit. I just feel like he has a big sword, and that's like why everyone's like,
No,
oh, it's
he's
Sephiroth.
actually very fucking scary.
All right.
yeah,
Time out. Pelvic,
Whatever,
did you just say the guy from
whatever,
Seven?
whatever.
Oh, you're talking about
Sephiroth.
Sephiroth.
Yeah, talking about Sephiroth. I was like,
He just,
Oh, okay.
he's
I
just
can
a
even.
big sword.
No, he has
I
Sephiroth has
think
Stephanie. Cloud is the one
oh,
that I might
Titan from
question.
Xenogears. I said that. Titan from Xenogears. Yes,
I
sir.
haven't
That's
gotten
right. I
that
like
far
that.
in Xenogears yet.
Are you
to
kidding?
even
No,
use
Titan
the
from
sword.
Xenogears is fucking sick nasty.
Yeah.
No, I
All
said
I-
that.
all I know is that
you give this man a
He
sword, it's
also
over.
punches people.
So wait.
Oh,
So
Titan
is
fucking
Rex
yes.
from
10 out of
Xenoblade
10.
2 a swordsman if he just picks up Mithra and Pyra and swings left and right?
No.
Yeah, fair point. No. Is it? That's not. That's a
Doesn't
fair
he use
question.
the
That's a fair
sword before
question.
you get them though? I can't remember.
No, he doesn't.
He uses
Wait,
like a piece of wood. I think I don't know what he uses.
Oh, offbeat ninja.
He has an actual sword. He does have an actual sword before that.
So offbeat ninja has a good one. Frog from Chrono Trigger. I agree.
He's also a
I
good
agree.
swordsman.
He's
And,
great.
all right. Nope. That's true. Jin from Xenoblade 2. Sure. He's
Malos?
fine.
Malos?
Jin-
Man can
Jin-
spin and do backflips? Malos? My
Jin,
king?
Malos, they're all
Um,
really good swordsmen.
Sonic
Laura?
the Hedgehog. Pretty solid. Solid choice.
Is Laura
Sorry,
Laura's more martial arts and she just picks
Oh,
up
excuse
Jin's
me,
sword. to hold
Sonic
it
the
down.
Hedgehog. Have you played like Secret or like the Archer?
Black
Fucking go. Okay.
Sonic the
Yeah,
Black Knight
yeah,
does exist.
That's right. He uses a sword. Sonic the Hedgehog, cannon shit.
Oh
Fucking
my
You know what?
God.
I'm
It's
gonna
funny
put that in
how,
the
how
top
in a
10,
sword
like-
fight, Sonic would be Mario. That's all I'm saying.
So
pretty-
specific. What?
Okay, so
Mario
hold on. Who else?
Bao,
Oh,
Bao, I'm
Goron.
gonna be real with
Goron
you.
was
I think
good.
it's just Bao. I think it's just the fact that fuck Mario.
No, I think Oron is pretty good. Someone said Oron.
Orin's also good.
Oh, also
Wow,
yeah,
it's fucking
Titus.
great.
Titus
I
is
won't-
not a swordsman.
Nah,
He's an acrobat and a sports player who just happened to be given a sword.
He
by
plays
Orin.
he plays extreme volleyball on the weekend.
Okay, thank God. We agree on that. I was like, Titus is
Who
not.
else?
Raiden
Who
from Metal Gear? Oh yeah, that boy.
Yes,
Right.
Raiden is definitely one.
Ryu Hayabusa?
Unquestionably.
Ryu Hayabusa?
Yes.
So happy to see Link. Thank you. Adol?
Ooh, Adol is
Adol
there.
can fuck off. Adol
Nah.
can fuck off. I'm
Nah,
sorry.
Adol-
Oh man.
Adol generic as shit.
Adol-
Where is
so-
Riku? Where is Riku? This man said he'd be here
Adol-
tonight. And
listen,
Pelvic is just bending him over the table.
Listen, Adol is so like Adol is just the most generic.
Just because you
Pelvic,
don't
he
like a
looks
character
cool.
or feel
I
anything for them,
know.
you
I
can't deny it.
know. I like it's just
Pelvic,
Adol.
he had a
I can't stand
ponytail
sorry
in the
from.
game.
I can't stand sorry from
The
Sorry
stereo.
Mikleo, but I'm not gonna sit there and
Hey,
deny what they can do.
That's a cute yeah.
Virgil from DMC.
Right
Oh
there.
my
Yeah.
God.
That's
Oh
a
my
cute
God.
yeah.
Okay, wait.
Pelvic, they
Alright.
can do it, whatever. I
Alright,
still don't
Okay.
like
Bow
it.
and friends,
Oh,
get
that was a
control of
good
your
one.
podcast.
That was good. Come on, Yuri from Tales is a good one. Yuri from
Yes.
Tales, I agree. Shulk.
I would say
Oh,
yeah,
Zinger
sure.
from SRW, but most people don't know him.
Singer.
Zinger is really good too.
Shulk is good. Okay.
I mean, he
I'll
was
allow
in
Shulk.
the first Project Cross-On game, so I mean,
Zinger.
True.
Hell, Reiji from Namco Capcom is also one.
I'm down 2B. 2B is good.
Yeah, she's also a good.
hey,
she's also a
Shadow,
good swordsman.
Kaine Shadow, Kaine.
Well, she does have a. Well, she does have
She-
a.
she's
Oh
Peter Lex.
my god.
Children, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, she got a sword.
I hope you're talking to Shadow when you fucking say children. Child. Okay?
Yeah.
Child.
I'm mostly talking to Shadow and Blake for that one.
Listen, man.
Alright.
She has a sword. That's all I'm saying.
Alone. Dog. Oh my god. What? Why are you so? For a straight man, you are so obsessed with dick. You're so obsessed with fucking cock, dog. Let it go. Let it fucking go. Holy shit.
Hold on, wait.
Oh, near himself?
Is
Oh my god.
Sword from Kingdom Hearts technically a swordsman?
He's not very good.
Not in one.
I
Technically.
was thinking that.
He failed.
Not
He
in
failed his
one.
quiz. He failed
Because
his test.
Riku shows up in
He
Cage.
didn't fail. The plot threw him under the bus.
Still failed.
Man has saved the world twice by that point. Nah, you're not.
Yeah. Well,
See, 'cause
whatever.
when you first see
Sora's just a
Riku,
broken character. Sora's just a
and-
broken character.
and you see Riku's Keyblade, and you're like, "That looks like an actual sword, Riku. Why do you have a knife? What friendship, Riku?" And he stabs you.
He's not
All right.
wrong.
Who else? So we have Steiner. Steiner from Final Fantasy IX.
Steiner's also good.
I feel like Steiner's good with Vivi. Steiner.
Yeah, that's the only reason I
Steiner is
use
good.
him.
Yeah. Like if
But
Vivi
that doesn't
wasn't a
deny
thing-
his abilities on his own.
Oh my god, you and your.
Actually, we're talking about
abilities
people
and
from
shit.
9. What's her face? Beatrix.
Beatrix.
Oh yeah.
She was
oh,
a
there we
problem.
go.
Again, you can't just go
There we
by
go.
gameplay stats. You actually have to go by lore overall.
Do you
But
hear
didn't
this
you just
shit?
go by
You hear this
gameplay
shit?
with you? Because Persona
Yeah.
5
The
Arena?
gameplay is also tied to the lore because he
Here's the
does it
thing.
in the manga,
Oh
which
my
is
God.
not
Here's the thing.
gameplay.
Here's the thing, right, Riku? Here's the thing. Now I'll call you Riku. So here's the thing, right? The thing is, right?
Good
Notice
lord.
how no one in the chat has mentioned a Persona character so far. There's no Persona characters mentioned so
Again, it
far.
doesn't matter. It doesn't stop
It means
them
the
from
chat
being
is
swordsmen.
right.
No, it doesn't. Just
Yes, it
because
does.
that isn't one that comes to your mind first, that doesn't stop the character from being what they are. By that logic, when I think
Oh my
good
God.
platformer, I don't think Mario. I think Sonic and Mega Man. Does that stop Mario from having good platformers? No.
No, it just makes you a crazy person. But
No, it
that's the
doesn't.
The thing is,
Don't you only play games for women instead of thinking?
sorry?
Oh my goodness.
Don't you only play games for
Oh,
women
we're
instead
getting
of thinking?
personal.
Oh, man.
We're getting a little
Oh
spicy
my
up in here.
God.
Holy shit. It's not that
You only
serious,
play
everybody.
games- You only
I
plays
heard-
games for
Oh my
waifus. I'm just-
god.
Like
Am
I
I
said,
wrong?
like I said, Blake and Bob get control of your podcast. What's going on here, man? Come on,
Am I
man.
So they said Zach from Final Fantasy VII.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Undoubtedly.
Hey, if I give my Chow a sword, is it a swordsman?
Angel and
Stop.
Genesis. Angel and Genesis, also from Crisis Core. Good swordsman.
I like this. I like this. I like this. Persona characters are high schoolers, not swordsmen.
Oh man.
I feel like that's disrespectful to like
Yeah.
high school swordsmen.
Oh my lord.
Especially in Japan, where that is a thing you can be taught in high school. So.
Oh my
Oh, you know-
god. Do
you
you
know-
hear
you know
this, dude?
That's actually
it's
true.
true.
Can't
It's
deny
true.
that.
That is a
Oh
thing
my
that can be taught in high
god.
school.
This is
Archery
fucking
club
loaded.
also exists in Japan.
This man J
Oh
Dub
my
says
God.
Sosuke about to pull out the mathematical equations that
Dog, he really is. He wants to drop
Because
down
I
that
know what I'm
fucking
talking
science.
about. I'm not about to
Holy
sit
shit.
here and let people just tell me I'm wrong because of how they personally feel.
Yo, let's talk about Cassius Bright, Arios McLean, Mick Byrne, the real MVPs.
all proper swordsmen.
Indeed.
Oh my
I would
God.
not consider Mick Byrne a swordsman, considering most of the time you lighten your ass up without a sword.
Oh yeah, not with Big Burn. I'm sorry.
know
Oh,
who
yeah,
that is. I only know who Arios McLean is. That's about it.
Someone dropped in Travis Touchdown.
Yeah, that's a
from
good
Heroes.
point. That's a good point. No, he's not a swordsman. He's a sword user.
I say
is a
Travis.
swordsman.
I say
No, Travis is a
swordsman.
swordsman because you actually see who trained him in the way of the sword in the same game.
Actually, yeah, he
Travis
is.
he
He's
is a
properly
swordsman.
trained.
Okay, all right,
my-
all right,
Yeah.
all right.
Fuck it.
Fine.
Master Yun Kappa.
Cecil. That's my swordsman.
Yeah,
There you go.
Cecil is too.
There you go. That's my contribution. Cecil.
Cecil, Edge. Technically, no, I can't say Furion because that man can do everything under the sun.
Yeah.
Hold
he
on.
I mean,
kinda
every
doesn't count.
Dragon Quest protagonist.
Does Wesker
No, not
ever
every
use a
Dragon
sword?
Quest protagonist because Dragon Quest V's protagonist.
What does he use? A staff? What's he do?
Yeah,
I
he's
forgot.
the-
Staff.
He's
Yeah,
not a
okay.
swordsman. He uses a staff and beast.
All right, so
maiden.
like majority, whatever. Oh, so
Yeah.
is Squall considered a swordsman or
Yes.
a gunsman?
Yeah.
What's happening?
No, he's a swordsman.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
All right,
oh my
guys.
God.
I think this is a good place to end it on.
Okay.
Point being, don't deny a character what they are just because.
Oh my God.
you don't see
That's
how
not
it
the
is.
Oh my lord,
is
you
not
and
the point.
Shadow are like broken records. You about your swordsman, and Shadow about his sword. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Shadow has an
fucking
obsession with
swords.
dicks. I
Oh
I
my
know.
God.
I
my
have a problem
God.
with dicks when it's on a girl. That's all. That's all
Oh
I'm
my
saying.
fucking God.
right.
Holy shit. They're not asking you to fuck her. That's it. We're just being like, oh, you
Well-
think she's like nice. That's all I'm saying. Like, you think she looks cool. She looks up. Well, you like her as a character. Has nothing to do with her dick. Has nothing to do. Nothing.
I mean, the
Not at all.
problem is
outros.
that the problem is with
Oh, you
never
know
if
what?
you're gonna see it or
Actually,
not.
okay, wait a minute. I forgot. There's
Oh.
one character that I actually like the design. Well, yeah, I just like her design. I don't care about her whole backstory and whatnot. I just like her design. It's a character from Konosuba.
Darkness.
I forgot her name.
Suba?
Yeah, Konosuba.
Oh, okay.
I forgot her
Yeah,
name.
Okay.
White hair.
I've never watched it.
Is it a Futa character?
Yeah, she has a
I know what
she
you're
has-
talking about from the movie.
The girl
I
from the
don't-
movie.
I like
Yeah,
I like her
it's a good
design, but I don't care about anything else.
I
Oh
just
my
realized
God.
that.
I think I
Because
know what character you're talking about.
Yeah, the Chimera,
yeah.
Ace Braid, the Chimera girl. Yeah, I forgot her name, but yeah, Sylvia. There we go, Sylvia.
Yo, Shadow, are we
I
gonna
feel
do that
bad
one?
for
Gotta go.
Cosmo.
Okay, you guys want to do the one gotta go real quick? I guess we're doing.
Hell yeah.
Are we doing the serials or are we doing?
Hell yeah.
Let's do
Hell
it,
yeah,
let's do
cereal.
it.
Cereals.
I'm in.
All right,
Let's
all
get it.
right.
Oh no, are you serious?
Let's
Yeah.
get it.
Video game
Okay.
podcast. We out here talking about
Thank you,
cereal?
Pelvic. Thank you. You know.
Oh my God.
that's
Okay,
all I'm
It's
saying.
it's for the after party
first of all-
culture.
Well, first of all,
After
only
party
me,
culture.
Bao, and Blake can really go back and forth on Monster Hunter. The rest of y'all just gonna be sitting here like, okay,
That's
that's
because
nice.
Monster Hunter is fucking stupid and repetitive. But anyways, go
Hey,
on. with
hey,
the
hey,
cereal.
Wow.
hush your
Anyways,
mouth.
go on.
Hush your
Anyways,
mouth.
so about
Public's
the
incorrect,
cereal.
and
So
Duo
about
Beard
the cereal.
donated. Duo
So
Beard did a super
about-
chat.
so
He
about
said,
the cereal.
"Congratulations, Shadow. I'm happy about Yakuza 7 Heart. Also, Pelvic's wrong. Cool. Anyway,
All right.
Anyways,
All right, so
moving on.
the cereal. What we got? Frosted Flakes, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Fruit Loops. One gotta go. Is that what it was?
That's too easy though. It's like
Sorry.
who's picking
Well, see,
Frosted Flakes?
I
No one's picking
I love
Frosted
Frosted
Flakes.
Flakes. Hell yeah.
Whoa.
Out of those three, like
I
I
really?
like Frosted Flakes, but
What was the
Cinnamon
other
Toast
option?
Crunch is too good.
Cinnamon
Fruit.
Toast
Oh,
Crunch
yeah.
does not. I don't know. It's deteriorate. It gets really soggy really fast.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruit Loops,
Why are you
or
letting your
Frosted
cereal
Flakes?
get soggy?
My guy, as soon as the milk touches it, it turns to sog.
You take too
No.
long to eat, bro. Like
Word,
that's
Yeah.
a you problem.
You're out there
That's
sitting
a you-
there examining your cereal and shit.
Yeah, for real. Like fucking.
Also, Cinnamon
eat.
Toast Crunch don't really taste like anything.
Are those only 3 choices?
It is only 3.
You gotta make it
choices.
harder.
Weak.
Gotta make it cereal like.
See, the thing is, I don't know what
Very
cereals
distinct
you guys
cereals.
have in America and in the UK. Because Q had never heard about Harvest Crunch before our interview podcast.
I've never heard of Harvest
What the
Crunch
hell
either,
is a
so-
Harvest Crunch?
Okay, there we go. Exactly.
Harvest Crunch? No,
Yeah,
you
serious.
keep that.
There's Captain Crunch. I don't know what you're on about.
Anyway, Sebastian has with the super chat.
Oh my
Sebastian
god!
saying
Chat.
Oreo mint cereal with yogurt
that's
is
a
a
no.
banger. That
Oh,
sounds
that's
a no.
kind of
Awful.
sus. I
First of
won't
all,
lie to
is
you.
there
Yeah.
there's an Oreo mint cereal?
Yeah, that's wrong. That's
That's
not right.
disgusting.
Oh
That's
my
not.
god!
Yeah, that's fucking.
Wait,
not
I'm pretty
right.
sure I've seen
And
that. It's like a box full of like little Oreos, and when you dump it into your bowl, it just looks like you have a bunch of little Oreos.
Cease.
That's
Yeah,
normal.
Oreo cereal is
That's-
good.
Yeah, that's normal here.
Yeah, Oreo cereal is good.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have that in Canada.
You see, that all that sugar and stuff here in the UK, almost every cereal is healthy. You know, it's like very.
We have Oreo cereal, Reese's cereal.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so
Word.
healthy.
We got cake
More
cereal,
cereal.
confetti cereal.
It destroys your
Yo,
mouth.
we got another
cereal.
super chat from Josh B
Offbeat
Ninja.
Offbeat Ninja.
Offbeat Ninja. Okay, he says Frosted Flakes destroyed my mouth after 2 bowls. My guy, that's on you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got.
you,
I'm
bro.
so sorry you still got your baby teeth in your mouth. I'm sorry.
The only one that destroys my mouth is Captain Crunch.
Captain Crunch.
I'm not a Captain Crunch person myself.
See, I've never had Captain Crunch. I just heard the horror stories of how
I
it
sit there
destroys
and
your
watch my
mouth.
mom eat Captain Crunch out the box. I'm like, are you okay? Who hurt you today?
Okay, so hold on. So
Right?
name. So what are the 3? Name the 3 or 4 cereals so we can choose. So you say Frosted Flakes.
Frosted
Fruit
Flakes,
Loops.
Fruit Loops, Cinnamon
Fruit
Toast
Loops.
Crunch.
Name one more.
Shall we throw in a 4th?
Yeah, they're on a fucking
For
4th.
one, what's the
Yeah.
bad
Yeah.
cereal that's just terrible?
Lucky Charms.
No, Lucky Charms is amazing.
Yeah,
Lucky
except
Charms
for-
kind of ass. Rice
Not
Krispies,
Trix.
gross.
Pick one. Name one. Oh, you know what? Talk about
Fruity
chat.
Pebbles?
Name one. Chat. Give us
All
a
right,
fucking
Fruity
cereal.
Chat, y'all
Pebbles.
gotta name one. Name a fourth
Reese's?
cereal.
A chat saying
Cereal.
Reese's.
God,
Reese's
changed up. I
Puffs?
didn't realize
Oh,
that.
no.
Put like a really good fucking cereal up there. Okay.
Rice
Put up
Ricardo-
Krispies.
give us-
Ooh, yeah.
Ricardo
Good.
Belmont said Kix is
Lucky
drywall in a
Charms is
box.
pork? No, the fuck it's not. What are you on about? What's that? What's
there's
good? What's
Chex,
good? Oh, what's up? What's
Kix.
good? Hey.
Oh, Fruity
Alright.
Pebbles.
Anyways. All right, we'll put. All right, I've decided. Fruity
Pebbles.
Pebbles. Done. I've
Okay.
decided. All right,
the fuck
there,
are
it's
Fruity
on the
Pebbles?
list now.
You don't have
Delicious.
Fruity
Moving
Pebbles in Canada?
What the fuck is?
It's a
Okay,
fun
so-
dumb
Pebbles, I never
cereal.
had it.
We'll go
Fruity
down the list. So
Pebbles.
Blake, what's your one's got to go?
This
Wait,
Fruity
wait.
Pebbles.
Wait. Are we doing one's got to go, or are we doing the inverse of that?
Oh,
Fucking-
wherever.
Or I guess it doesn't matter. Actually,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
that'd
it'd
be
be the same
better. You
thing.
can only keep one. You can only keep
I
one.
got
yeah, you can
Oh,
only
not the
keep
blue
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Is
only
this
keep
Fruity
one.
Pebbles?
Yeah, it's Fruity Pebbles.
Yes,
What
that's
the fuck
Fruity
is this?
Pebbles.
I've never seen this a day in my
Oh,
life.
God.
Are the marshmallows
is
really
this?
pork fat? Are they fucking lying to me?
It looks like
They are
chewed
not.
gum.
Is
It
it?
looks
They
like
are
a
so
bunch
not.
of chewed gum.
Hold on. What are
Marshmallows
the
are pork fat.
marshmallows in Lucky Charms? Hold on. They say pork fat. I'm never gonna eat fucking this shit again.
No, the first thing
Don't
I
you
got
make
is
it?
Fucking way. What are the current
Period.
marshmallows in Lucky Charms? The Lucky Charm might have power.
Oh, wait till I tell you, Blake. There's a chocolate version of Fruity Pebbles.
What
Yes,
the
there is.
fuck?
Cocoa Pebbles. Yes, sir.
No wonder America's got so many problems.
It's a little deeper than that, but that's
Wow.
one of the reasons.
All right, so let's go down the list. Which one we're keeping? Only one we can
Lucky
keep.
Charms has pork in it.
I'll go
They're fucking
first.
lying.
Cinnamon
Where?
Toast Crunch.
Where?
Cinnamon Toast
Oh,
Crunch.
I'm
There
I'm
we
pretty
go.
sure Cinnamon
Oh,
Toast
the
is up there as
ingredient
Bow's
list.
#1 cereal.
How
I
do
need the
you
fucking
It's heat,
ingredient list.
though.
You're fucking liars.
how do you get pork inside of a cereal? Like that's not a thing, is it?
What? You guys like bacon, don't you?
That's different.
It's cereal.
My.
You never had bacon with cereal?
Oh my god.
You've never put bacon bits in your mini wheats?
What?
You eating barbed wire again?
Yo, mini
Ain't no
wheats,
one
great.
eating mini wheats, Blake.
Mini,
go to
mini
the-
wheats is heat.
When you go to
I
the
take
website,
mini
it
wheats
says
over
it.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch any day.
Okay, Pelvic,
I'm
what do you
sure
got?
you
Which one are you
would.
keeping, Pelvic?
If I'm keeping one, I'd probably keep Fruity Pebbles. I'm about this life. I like Fruity Pebbles.
That looks
I
like it's gonna
like
rot in
Fruity
your
Pebbles.
mouth.
I do say
Yeah.
but Fruity Pebbles
You know-
does sog pretty fast. You gotta eat that thing really fast. You
Yeah,
can't
like
eat
the
that.
minute-
Well, lucky
the
for
minute
me,
the
I
milk-
don't mind soggy cereal. So hey,
The
I
minute
like it
the
like-
milk, the minute you
You
start
know?
pouring the milk, start.
Yeah, exactly.
no, but
yeah.
I don't like my cereal with crunch. I like it kind of
Soggy.
flaccid.
I want
Okay.
that shit to wake me up.
Wow, Pel. Okay. Okay, Pel. Okay.
Shit crack me up. All right.
Okay.
Anyways.
Good lord.
All right. Sosuke, what are you keeping?
Let's say Cinnamon Toast Crunch, even though I really like all of these cereals. Mostly because I can eat that anytime. Like, as any kind of meal.
All right. Q.
Oh, I'm keeping Cheerios. You know, it wasn't an option.
Wasn't an option?
I was
No,
trying
no,
to
no,
look them to hell. Like,
You don't get to choose that. You don't get to choose that.
Dude.
No.
Talk
Try
to
Oh
him.
my
again. Try
god.
again.
I give up
Try
on-
again.
You and your
Try
old
again.
people's cereal.
okay,
Yeah,
let me see.
for real.
Let me
Bro.
see. So of the choices, we have Fruit Loops, Frosted Flakes.
Cinnamon
Cinnamon
Toast Crunch
and Fruity Pebbles.
There's no way I'm keeping Fruity Pebbles. There's no way I'm keeping what's the other one? Fruit Loops.
You do got an old man.
Fruit Loops sucks. Okay, to be fair.
I like
That's
Fruit
just
Loops.
incorrect.
I like Fruit Loops.
Frosted Flakes is as basic as it gets for cereal. Like it's.
Whoa! And you said Honey Nut Cheerios?
Yeah, Honey Nut Cheerios. I like
This
Honey
is what
Nut
happens
Cheerios.
when you
Honey
move
Nut
to the
Cheerios is
UK.
amazing.
Your
Dude,
taste
that's
buds.
awesome.
No, think about
Yeah.
the first cereal when they made cereal, right? And there was like a guy back in like the cave days and stuff, and he was beating stones against the
Cave
wall.
days.
He was thinking to himself, "What's
Okay,
the first cereal I
Q
should
with
come
his
with?"
reaches again, folks.
And he came up with Frosted Flakes. So the fact is, Frosted Flakes is a caveman cereal. I would actually keep the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, even though
Okay,
I don't really like that.
okay, Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh my god. Oh my
I'll
god.
take that. I'm a One Piece fan.
Blake.
It's gotta be Fruit Loops. High key, Fruit Loops is like my favorite cereal of all time.
That's
Fruit Loops is great.
disgusting.
Really?
Just thought you should know that.
It is
but anyways.
absolutely great. No one nasty pebble.
Beef.
So
You know what no one has brought up? Trick cereal.
I don't know what that is, but there's a super chat.
You don't
from,
know what Tricks
from
is?
Tricks don't hit the
Fantastic One.
same.
He says, "You guys
Alright.
forgot the milk, cinnamon toast crunch milk." That sounds like breast
But
milk.
like,
and
I
y'all
need
here
you
for
to
that,
look up
but-
Tricks right now. I refuse to believe you've never
Tricks?
heard of this.
Y'all crazy.
Well, you were also
Yeah.
talking to me about grits before, and I'm like, "What the fuck is a grit?"
Oh my
That's
god.
disgusting.
You have
Grits
no.
are
What is?
disgusting.
He's never heard of grits before. Never.
Grits are
Tricks?
disgusting.
What is this? This looks like.
Tricks are
Oh
for
my-
kids.
Bro,
The
In
Bunch of
high
bunnies.
sex
school,
toys.
dudes had like Tricks are for pimps shirts on, Blake.
My guy,
big
it
booty
looks-
girls.
they look like sex toys.
Yo, what is wrong, y'all?
By the way,
Why do you look like
Blake,
you can
there's
put that in a
another super chat.
butthole?
Like,
Oh
there's
my
another
God.
super chat, by the way.
Oh, is that a super
Yeah.
chat? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Night Fury 1507 for the super chat. Curiously, cinnamon is where it's all at. Curiously, can I ban this guy? Shout out.
Oh man.
Oh,
Oh
God.
my god.
Sebastian signed through again. Shadow, when are you beating Trials of Mana on hard?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, end the podcast. End the podcast, man.
Not a podcast out.
There's a level after hard that he needs to play. Okay, I forgot what the fuck it's called. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's not
Lady
no
Pelovic
feature.
should play
It's the
Trails
one-
of Cold Steel and Nightmare.
Oh my
you know what?
fucking god! It's not about me. Stop trying to make it about me. It's not about me. Hold on. Trials of Mana difficulty level. Let's see. Hold on. What the fuck was it called? It wasn't called. There was one other. Besides
So Shadow, what serial you keep it?
I was gonna say
Expert.
Inferno, but that's a different game.
Play on expert, biatch. Okay.
Oh my
Hold on.
goodness.
Sorry.
Of those choices, I'm probably gonna have to go with Fruit Loops as well.
Hey,
Oh,
King.
That's
They all
wow.
taste
Wow.
the same.
Wow.
I like
Wow.
Fruit Loops.
Sugar.
You dropped this,
Basically.
King.
Alright,
Sugar
well,
and
you guys-
coloring. That's basically what Fruit Loops is.
It's good,
Sugar
though.
And coloring.
Okay.
It's good though.
Listen, Q. Listen. If Cheerios are Lance and Monster Hunter, Fruit Loops are Gunlance. That's all I'm saying. You won't get that reference, but you know what? It's fine.
He's right. He's right.
And I'll just address
shit.
Tricks real quick. Tricks had a point where it was really good when I was a kid, and then like cereal started to get healthy at some type of period, taking out sugar
Oh my
and whatnot,
God.
and then it went back to being good. So Tricks is good again. All right, they made Tricks great again.
They don't look the same though.
No, you know what's weird though? I find my palate definitely has changed as an adult because like I find like Mott's apple juice super sweet. Or like
Yeah.
Yoo-Hoo's or Yahoos or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they're called.
You
Like
sit
I
there-
had some of my nephews and I was like like it was just like it was so
just
sweet. I was like
sugar.
I was like this is disgusting. I was like I used to love them as a kid. As a kid, oh
If
it's
you
like
drink
fucking
it now, and like your whole mouth just gets like this lightning effect, and you're sitting there
Oh,
like,
it's
I'm
disgusting.
good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Vile.
We gotta
Yeah.
end the podcast.
Yeah, it's going
Alright.
on 9
Alright.
o'clock.
We're getting old
Yeah.
hair
Alright.
podcast.
All right, let's go to our outros. Go ahead, Blake.
All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out to another successful episode of the Bow, Blake, and Friends podcast. A big thank you
goodness.
to everyone who came out. I have been Westtown HD. You guys can find me at Westtown HD on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, MySpace, Curious Cat, Tinder, OnlyFans, link in the description. Where we stream different content all over the place over on the Twitch side. Currently streaming through Cold Steel 3, hoping to finish that before new Pokemon Snap comes out. Night Fury with another super chat saying, friendly reminder, Shadow was licking his dry lips when he saw Lady Demiscrescu. Fuck, that name is cancer. In the latest trailer. You know he was thirsty as hell. Listen. We gonna get to that. Don't worry. We know who Shadow is.
I can't either confirm or deny that.
We
allegation.
know who Shadow is. We know who Shadow is. But a big thank you to everyone who came out. We're also trying to hit our follower goal of 230. We are currently 8 followers away from that. So if y'all got nothing better to do with your time right now, go over there and follow, because if we potentially streaming Replicant on Friday, but we'll definitely be continuing Final Fantasy VII on Friday, and would love to see all you guys there.
Jeez, how long was that outro, my guy? Goddamn.
Listen. If anyone can talk about fucking sucking off Dimitri in the back alley for 20 minutes instead of a podcast,
Hey,
minute-long intro.
Hey, this ain't about her.
That was not. Yeah, one, it's not about me, and then 2, I talked about other characters too. All right, thank you.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
Blake. Do you have a
that was-
black
yes,
blackpeoplemeet.com?
so you can find me at blackpeoplemeet.com. Let's go.
Oh my god.
The time at least.
Oh my god. Q, go ahead with your outro, man.
I don't even know where to start. Basically, guys, Thank you very much. It has been a pleasure. I enjoy myself every time. Sosuke, we got some beans, man. But you're good peoples. You don't know what you're talking about, but you're still good people.
Damn.
I get where you're coming from, but you gotta open your mind sometimes.
Exactly. You need to just accept waifus. The life of dreams.
Waifus are great, but there's more to life than waifus.
No, there isn't.
He just
And
doesn't
so
like
that,
than pussy.
as the waifu king myself, I've crowned myself the waifu king, and as the king of waifus, I just want to let you guys know, all of you out there, find yourself a nice waifu, because waifu is lifu. And well, if you
Q,
have
what does your girlfriend think about this stance that you've taken?
Oh, but waifus?
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's married.
Oh. Oh my
Yeah.
god, then it's his wife. You don't say girlfriend, it's his wife.
You know what? Here's the
Waifu.
thing, right? If you want to find out my fantasy story about my life outside of the whole waifu dreams, you can listen to my podcast. It's called That Beautiful Life.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
it's crazy because he's
Super
actually right though. Like I learned a lot about this man. I learned things about Q I didn't even know about Q that I can't divulge on this podcast for secrecy. But I
Which
learned some good
also-
stuff about that man.
Blake and I did an interview on my other podcast where you guys can listen to that as well. And I have an upcoming one with Shadow, so it's gonna be interesting. Shadow he's just got to give me a date, which I'm still waiting. He hasn't told me when he's ready to go. So it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have some great conversation. So if you guys want to hear about me when I'm not like waifu king in it out here, just basically I've got a lot of stuff going on. But anyway. You can find me at LP Guardian pretty much everywhere. It's a Guardian to you. I stream on Mondays and Thursdays on Twitch. So if you want to come hang out while I play some waifu game and have a good time and sometimes drink wine, which is amazing. I need to buy a new bottle this week. Anyway, that's how we do it.
All right. Sosuke?
It has been your boy, the Wanderer Gamer, Arisu Sosuke. Thank you both, Blau and Bleak, for having me again.
Anytime, King.
Y'all might need to correct the homie Shadow.
Oh, man.
His sausage and eggs obsession is a little out of pocket.
Oh, man. All right.
But y'all can catch me on Twitch at Sosuke the Wandering Gamer. Currently, we are streaming The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Hope to see y'all there. I set up a follower goal, but low-key, I just want to try and hit 100 before at least like the middle of the summer, and from there I'll do whatever. We usually stream Gundam as our fighting game, but we might stream some other fighting games with friends, and I look forward to seeing y'all all there.
All right, Bao.
Thank you guys for coming out to another episode of the podcast. Tonight was fun, even though you guys unfortunately got to see that Blake is uncultured in his food, but I apologize for him.
What does that mean?
But anyways, you guys can find me on YouTube at Bowser Carriga and Twitch and Twitter at Real Bowser Carriga. We are reaching our follower goal for the year actually on Twitch pretty soon. About 100 away, and the year isn't even half over yet, so I'm very happy about that. Lately I've been streaming some Monster Hunter, some Yu-Gi-Oh actually, which is really fun. You guys will love those streams. Sort of act like they do in the show, like overreacting, and it's a lot of fun. So be sure to check that out. Next video I'm working on YouTube, I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite obscure RPGs, so be on the lookout for that. But this has been a fun night. See you guys later.
And Pelvic.
What's up? Thank you so much, Bao and Blake, for having me on your podcast. It was a lot of fun to return.
Anytime.
And so I'm 6 subscribers away from 33,500, or I'm 500, or 600. I can count. Oh my god! So 33,600. Yeah. So if any of you guys want to subscribe to me, I need 6 more people. I'll be like, woo, another milestone. But yeah, I review JRPGs. I do top 5. My next video, that isn't my Bravely Default one. Bravely Default 2 will be top 5 JRPGs with best dungeons, which that should be a good video. It's just taking some time to make, but yeah. And then after that will be my Fire Emblem video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out, and yeah.
All right, and you guys know me, Shadow Elite. You guys know this is my podcast, HBMP JRPG podcast. I don't know what. Don't let anybody else.
Don't get the track.
Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. All right.
The guy that can't beat Trials of Mana on hard. Him.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
the guy who not on hard, on expert. on
Oh
expert.
my goodness.
Oh, we got a
That's
super
right.
chat from Sebastian. He says, "Great Bow plus Friends podcast featuring that shadow guy." You right?
Oh my god, y'all crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all crazy.
Oh, I do want to say thank you. Oh, I think.
But what? Huh?
You having a stroke?
You okay?
Yeah,
Breathe.
you okay there? Is Kanye dick down your throat?
Is he just talking?
All right. Anyway, guys, we are out of here. All right. You Narukami is not a swordsman. Kanye has a dick, so that makes her a terrible character.
Oh my
And that's all.
God.
And that's
Thank you for all the
all.
super chats. I
Bye.
thought it was very sweet.
Deuces.
Later.